Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. I am Markel, your host. Welcome to Markel's TV, the podcast for veterans information, social security information, and a little bit of everything that's going on in the current news. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started with a couple of articles. One, I'm going to show you guys from the military.com where they basically broke down the trade deal that is currently going on between the U.S. and China. So, bring that up real quick. I know that's a lot of talk and speculation about this, but I'm sorry, breaking down the executive order that Trump put out on Friday. Now, I showed you guys where the stuff in LA, he had nothing to do with it. In West LA, he had nothing to do with that. There's already been a ruling. There's been an appeal. There's been a judgment on the appeal, which has been appealed again. Okay. And this breaks it down even further because it's just a lot of double talk. Let me copy this, put it in the chat so people can go back and read it for themselves. There is nothing specific, nothing concrete on anything he's saying. And a lot of the stuff that's in the executive order is already happening. So why he continues to do stuff like that to make it seem like he's doing something, I don't know. But talking about reforms and what land he's going to set aside, all that stuff had already been determined by a judge. So he's Johnny come lately because once again, he had absolutely nothing to do with that. What's going on, Barry? How you doing? So I just wanted to make that perfectly clear. The link is in the chat for anybody who wants to read it about his executive order as the Military Times breaks it down and basically says what I said. It's just a whole lot of talk about nothing because a lot of stuff already happened. The West LA stuff was already happening. He didn't do anything. And the reforms as far as community care and whatnot, all that was already in place. So I have no idea what he hoped to gain by putting this stuff out there saying that. Maybe some people are just not paying attention or whatever, but that's the current situation with that. What's going on, OT? How you doing? Okay. The other thing that was in the news today or this past weekend was the tariffs. Okay. I have a question for you guys in the chat for those, who follow. Do you guys know what the percentage was prior to President Trump taking office with the U.S. and China? Because presently, what they have negotiated down was to the U.S. 30% and China 10%. But do you guys know where the levels were prior to this agreement, prior to when he instituted all these tariffs? Do you know where the U.S. and China was trading at? Anybody? What's up, OT? How you doing? What's up, Mr. Thompson? How you doing? Steele, what's going on, man? How you doing? Pretty much. Pretty much. Yes, it was. Okay. So prior to Trump coming in office, okay, it was, let me pull it back up. I won't tell you wrong. I want somebody to go, oh, no, it wasn't. Yada, yada, yada. No, I'm going to pull it back up. Make sure I get it right because it is very close to what it is right now. So I don't understand the whole point of that entire exercise to go right back to what it was before. Let me make sure I tell you right. So the U.S. was getting 25%, and China was at 15%, but then they lowered it to 7.5%. Right now, the U.S. is at 30, and China is at 10. So I don't see this grand deal that's gonna make everybody rich. What's up, Gary? How you doing tonight? Throw this link in here real quick for anybody who wants to jump on. But I don't see it, guys. I'm sorry. I don't see this grand deal for all of the pain that a lot of American citizens gone through, a lot of businesses have gone through, not knowing week to week where to set their pricing or anything. I don't see the point of the whole exercise. I don't see how it benefited us in any way. If anything, it made us more alone. We don't have the same relationships we had prior. You know, everybody's looking at us sideways now. What up, Brian S? How you doing tonight? So I was curious to get you guys' thoughts on that trade deal, what you all think about it, because I don't really see, and it's not really a deal. This is just a postponement. They just put everything on hold and went back to where they were. Kind of like what he's been doing with TikTok, because that's coming up here in June. TikTok, you know, that thing that was supposed to be shut down in January got pushed to, what was it, April? When did they push it? No, March. Now they can push it again to June. So there's just a lot of pause. What's going on?
Yep, top of the morning.
Hey, we missed you on Sunday.
Yeah, I watched it at work last night. I said, man, I didn't notice because, you know, but without me being at work, I don't get the notifications that you're going to go on.
Hey, man, Mr. Miles was
lit. Before I went in, I bet I was dying.
Man, Mr. Miles was lit.
I'm about to find me some Elijah Craig. I mean, that's a pretty decent bourbon too. It ain't. I mean, it's not real. They do got some higher end blends, but it's not real. It's not a cheap bourbon, but it's I ain't never had it, but that made me want to go try.
It must be good because
yeah, I've always seen it because like I said, I'm not a real big bourbon man, you know, but.
He probably don't even remember still. He got off camera and just went and laid down.
He went black. He went well, at least he turned the light out. I just rocked back and laid against this wall and was black.
Hey, he was lit. Oh, I never seen Mr. Miles like that. In all the years I've never seen him like that.
Yeah, because he was bad. He was taking shots.
Yes, he was taking shots. You know, he started out showing us his feet.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But dude, tell me something. Tell me how we benefited from this trade deal.
But I mean, I'm starting to sound like Nostradamus.
Well, it ain't a deal. It's just a postponement.
Yeah. No, it's not even a deal. It's an agreement to have talks. And in that interim, they just paused. They both paused the retaliatory tariffs. It's just in the pause while they make plans to negotiate. It's not a deal in place. But they and that's what the stock market is reacting to: the pause on the tariffs and the fact that they're actually going to sit there and talk. And this, remember what I was telling Howard? I want him to come on to like, dude, that's not playing chess. Because once he realized he wasn't operating from a position of power that he thought he had. Remember, I kept saying that China's not just going to lay down. Yeah, they're gonna go through all that. Yeah, we knew that. But the difference in the government, their government don't care. It's not, communism is totally different from capitalism. He don't answer to nobody.
Oh, I'm sure a lot of Trump supporters was calling him, telling him, hey, man, you got to do something, dog. I'm losing all kind of money here.
And like I said, that's what I was trying to explain to Howard. I said, I mean, yeah, you don't see what's going on here. They're getting it. I mean, those shores, the ports, the motherfuckers they basically at a standstill. And these truckers and all these folks, you know, they starting to feel the pain of where they can't make they payments, they can't make their bills. But like I said, we didn't I ain't never been on that train. No, I ain't never been on it because I see it for what it is. Because the fact that he doesn't operate from a place of sincerity. He's always been boisterous and over exaggerating, and like you said, just lie about the shit that you don't have to lie about. Just be honest with the people. Like that executive order we're talking about the homelessness, dude, you had nothing to do with that.
Dude.
You had no input on that.
None. Zero. And he making it sound like he did all this and he getting this acreage, and come on, man. It's like, come on, man.
And like I said, and it makes you wonder, like you said, what was the purpose of doing all that you did only for us to be back where we were prior to you initiating those reciprocal tariffs and China introducing theirs. We are right back on this in the exact same place prior to him coming into office. As far as
I don't see we gain a thing, bro. I don't see nothing we gain.
We didn't gain anything.
A lot of
did all that. Yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
He did all of that just to get him to come to the table. You caused so much havoc and uncertainty in the stock market and in the economy. His saving grace that when they came out the little inflation report, we did do a little bit of an increase in April. So it wasn't no downslide. That's been his saving grace. Yeah, that's been his saving grace.
If still,
he probably forgot typing.
Yeah, he started early. He probably got some shots going too. He started early. He got some shots going early. Yeah, but man, it's man.
Like I said, nobody wanted to see the man fail, but at the same token, dude, what's the method to your madness? Because right now, all I'm seeing is madness.
Now, something Barry puts out, I don't know if you watch them all, when he puts out those videos of these people making these poor car decisions, getting these crazy ass loans and whatnot.
Yeah. I ain't watched them all, but I watched a couple.
Seriously, man, they need to do something about this. These predatory lenders, and because these young people starting out on the wrong foot, bro.
Well, I know the Army has started to do that around with those little car lots outside, especially like at Fort Cavazos, Fort Hood. They had these buy here, pay here, finance E1 through whatever. It was a program called the Miles program. That was very predatory. I wish I could probably get the Miles program. You would get the one soldier I had, he got a damn Saturn View. No, not the View. What's the Saturn? The coupe. This vehicle, but it was like this is 2006. So it had to be like a 2000, but he was paying 32% interest on that vehicle.
What?
32%. The interest, 32%. I did not stutter. His interest payments was more than what the car was worth.
I'm sure it was.
And I tried, and I told him, because he was a young son, I said, look, before he was in my platoon, I said, before you buy a car, you call me. And he went out there and he didn't. I just said, well, now you stuck. I said, this now right in front of formation. This is the prime example. Yeah. They had to get rid of that shit because that shit was predatory to young son. Yeah.
Okay, this is all branches. Okay.
Yeah, but it was predatory. How they were implementing it at Fort Hood, how them car dealerships was using that shit, they was robbing soldiers blind left and right. Worst program ever. Because it basically is guaranteed that you're gonna get a car loan, regardless of what your credit was. And the kicker is the kicker, you had to set up automatic allotments from your pay.
No. Yeah, so yeah.
So they go get that's what I say. They was taking advantage these high ass interest, and you have to set up an allotment.
Next chance is going to be Christmas. I think he said no longer going to be December 25th. It's going to be on his birthday.
Oh, he moving to you. Yeah. Oh yeah. I would. Yeah. I wouldn't have made it past the initial interview.
Also around Hood and Bragg. Yeah, it's probably a lot of bases like that. Shit. Yeah. I remember the one in Fort Littlewood when I was in, they had little cheap ass dealerships. When we were at the one in Georgia. Fort, oh my God.
Fort Gordon, Fort Benning.
Fort Benning. Yeah. All them damn car lots on Victory Lane, just
yeah, Victory. Oh yeah, ain't no victory. There ain't no victory to be had on Victory Lane.
Just miles of car lots. I'm like, man.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Brian, I don't know how they were doing it at Bragg, but Hood, yeah, they was like for raping soldiers, no Diddy.
Yeah, because I remember Chevrolet, Ford, all of them used to do a first-time buyer program.
Yeah, and they had the military discount, like it was like $500 off or something like that.
Right. Do they still even do that anymore?
I believe so, but I can't tell you the last time I used it. Because like I said, I usually use anytime the last two cars. Well, I didn't want to buy this car new, but they left me no choice. But I used my mother-in-law employee discount because it was cheaper because she retired from GM. So I got what she would have paid for, which is always still cheaper than. Only thing it didn't apply to was on the Escalade. You couldn't use it on the Escalade.
Yeah, they still got it. First time buyer program. But see, that's the problem though still is none of the cars that they offer on the first time buyers program, they won't. They don't want this.
Yeah,
you know, if you look at all the people who are in trouble, they got Beamers, Mercedes,
the big boys,
Hummers. You know damn well you ain't making enough money for that.
Yeah, and shit. My very first car was a Ford Escort, son.
Man, mine was an '88 Nissan Sentra, 4-speed. I remember 4-speed, reverse at the top.
A 95 Ford Escort with the spoiler on the back, hatchback, 2-door.
The GT.
What the GT? It was the LX. No. It was the base model, baby.
Oh wow, with the spoiler? Hey. Oh, okay, you got to upgrade.
It just had the spoiler on the back, but it was the LX. Everything else, cloth seats, damn manual windows.
Oh yeah, shit. Hey, you rolling down this one? You got to lean over, roll down.
You lean over to get those, yeah.
Hey, that was back still. We used to get sunroofs cut in. Get a sunroof cut in for like $100. What was it? $100 and some bucks. They put in a little ass sunroof.
Yeah, only thing I had power in that was my power steering.
I don't even think I had power steering.
Oh no, I had to have power steering because hey, I was a little
I didn't have no goddamn power steering.
Yeah, big. That's why you get the big ass shoulders and you had to work on it.
Hey, no power steering. Matter of fact, I didn't even have a heater.
Oh yeah. I might have. Well, mine was 95. Yeah,
bro. When I bought my car, the whole dash, there was nothing there. You know that plastic?
Yeah, those big old plastic piece.
And it had a hole where the shit's supposed to be.
Yeah, because like I had the basic radio, but being I was in Okinawa, I bought a damn Kenwood with the and it's 10-disc CD changer.
I had a JVC was my first one with the face that detaches.
Yeah,
with some speakers in the back with an amp. I didn't pull wire all the way from underneath, ran it under the seat. Man, I could have blew all kinds of shit up.
Hey, you're right. Didn't even have the right gauge wire, nothing. Huh?
Hell no, I got speaker wire. Running as electric wire. Hey, but this shit worked. It would pop. Like you would hear it popping in the back. It worked. It worked. I'm running speaker wire.
Yeah.
He said mine was a hoopty. Shit. Hey, we all had a hoopty now.
Oh yeah. Well, that was the first car I bought when I was in the military. I put $2,000 down on it.
Oh no, I paid my car off. I had oh my God, like $2,500, $3,000, paid it off.
Yeah, you remember the military sales that they had overseas?
Oh yeah,
military sales, and picked it up when I flew back. Picked it up in St. Louis. Once I had to get flew because we flew into St. Louis, so I picked it up at a dealership in St. Louis and drove it home.
Gary, you had a Yugo?
Well, you got to realize how long ago that was.
A Yugo? Still, I haven't seen a goddamn Yugo in.
Everybody talking about the late 60s.
Nah, you gotta be talking about the 70s or the 80s.
Yeah, back with the MASH era.
A Yugo. Oh my God. Was that the car you went to Mexico in, Gary?
Like, yeah, you can pick them Yugos up and carry that on, put that in your backpack.
Oh yeah, my car had a governor on it. It wouldn't go past. So this is a Yugo from 1980. Yeah, my car wouldn't go past. Was it 90? I think it was 90 or 95. It wouldn't go past that. You can give it all the gas you want. It wasn't going any farther.
Yeah.
Old Yugo.
Like Cleveland, but yeah, that's how you can put that in your backpack. They look like the old little penny racers. You put the penny in the back and let it go.
Yeah, the governor. All these cars have. They still got governors.
Yeah, they still got governors on them. Yeah.
Now the ones in Europe don't.
Yeah.
For the Autobahn, no way they got governors on those.
Man, I wish I'd have got orders to go to Germany.
Oh, you said I had a Yugo? No, man, I had no damn Yugo.
He had a lay car. Shit, ain't no grown American adult gonna fit in a lay car.
Oh no, Gary! I had a 1988 Nissan Sentra 2-door.
Oh yeah, hey, that's the car they had on Boys in the Hood when he shot Ricky.
Yep, black.
Yep, Ricky.
And I tell you what, still that car was hot, bro. It took a lot to kill that car. It took.
Oh yeah, you probably got damn close to 200
Oh yeah,
miles.
Bro. When I got rid of that car, it had well over 160-some thousand miles on it. Well over.
Yeah, I mean them engines was great. They ran.
Back then, they built them to last. Now, shit. That's it right there.
Oh yeah.
Square as hell. Little ass 13-inch tire or 12-inch tire. Were they 12? 13.
Thought they were 13.
12.
Yeah, could have very well been 12.
And you had a 85, 80 what? A 98? What you had?
A 90. I had a 95 Escort LX, 2-door. Look right at look.
What color?
Mine was a maroon.
That right there?
Yep, that's it. That's it right there. That's exactly it. You see how big ass that back window is?
Hell yeah. So was that a hatchback?
No, it was a trunk.
Damn, it got a big ass bubble back window.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest buffers. Boy, all types of heat coming through that thing. Cause that's what I had in Yuma.
Oh, okay. You had this in Yuma. Okay.
Yeah.
You had some miles on it or what?
No, I like I said, I bought it brand new. For military sales in Oakland, because I went from Okinawa to Yuma. So I picked it up in St. Louis and drove it.
Damn, Gary had an Impala. Okay.
Oh, he had a 200 SX in 83.
Who, Barry? Oh, Tommy?
Yeah.
Mr. Number 2 got jokes for you. Oh, yeah. Gary, yeah. Hey, they got on Gary twice. Y'all got on Gary on Friday, and they got on Gary again on Sunday. So I guess I'm his target tonight. My first car was a Nissan 200 SX 19. What color was it, Barry? 200 SX 1983.
Damn.
Barry, you ain't that goddamn old. What the hell you doing with that? That's your first car.
Yeah. That must have been he must have found that.
83. God damn, Barry.
Shit.
You just came from Trinidad. You didn't know no better.
He's a fresh off the plane. Old gang bangers, professional crack slangers.
Hey, couldn't wait to get to that gooey duck.
Oh shit.
I don't know if it was a hatchback or what. Oh, that's more like a little sports car.
Yeah. Like a Supra almost.
Yeah.
They Trinidad luxury. You say, pay me in gooey duck.
That's it right there. Look like one of those James Bond cars.
Yeah.
All right, Stills, I gotta ask you, man. Did you watch the video of the family getting kicked off the cruise ship? Did you watch the video of the family getting kicked off the cruise ship?
Well, it was in what's that?
4 families fighting, kicked off the cruise ship, not on the U.S. side, on the Bahama side, and dropped off on the deck. And then the security guards came and told their ass they got to leave.
Oh, is that legal?
They're in the Bahamas.
Well, where did the ship originate from? From the States?
The U.S. It's a cruise ship, Carnival Cruise Line. I'll show you a little short of it, and this is like the 3rd or the 4th families in the last 3 weeks on cruise ships. There's one they got in Galveston, Texas. Soon as the ship docked, they get off the ship, they swinging. I said, man, y'all.
Well, why would you? No, I'll wait till we get back to the States. Like, you can say what you want, but you ain't about to leave me stranded abroad,
bro. Look at this.
Even though it's Bahamas.
This is a 4 family fight.
This is what happens when you get kicked off of a Carnival cruise ship for fighting.
They were fighting on the boat or at the dock?
At the dock, fighting with the security guard.
Oh, well, that was dumb.
See, this is security in that black SUV telling them they got to leave the dock. They can't stay there. They walked off.
This is what happens when you get kicked off of a Carnival cruise ship for fighting.
So were they fighting on the ship or they were fighting on the dock? How'd they get kicked off the ship?
They were fighting with the security guard on the ship.
Oh, the ship security.
Yes.
Oh, what they thought they was gonna do, man? Why would you? No, that's gonna put your ass off,
bruh. Do not people not realize you have no power when you on a cruise ship? It's there.
Yeah, you under international law. Yeah, you subject to international law. The water international law,
bro.
And depending on what country you in, who got jurisdiction in them waters.
Okay, still, this was 2 weeks ago, Galveston, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this.
Oh, yeah. The Jubilee.
All those people that was fighting right here, banned from cruise ship.
See, but why would them folks that ain't never been nowhere?
Dude, see,
y'all don't know.
People get mad at me when I say this. There's different class of people out there now.
Yeah, that's just them not knowing any better. But you know, that's just not relegated to us. That's just people, period, to black folks. You know, because it kind of don't want it to seem like we talking bad about our own people.
No, but goddamn, but there's another one. I'm gonna show the other one, but there's another one. Yeah. In the last 3 weeks, there was 4 of them like that.
Yeah, but it wasn't just us though.
Yeah, it was.
See, we got kind of, we can't be champion that. We got kind of
No, I ain't gonna show no more. But I'm like, man, we. Nah, it's 9. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah.
Trinidad Luxury. He said he had it in 97, the 83 200 XX. In 97, you in the military. That was your first car in the military, Barry?
Oh, so he was going on. He got that off nostalgia.
The Trinidad.
That's what that was about.
Brown. You had a brown car? Brown.
Oh, he had Doodle Brown. No, not that Doodle Brown.
He had a brown one, two-tone. Carnival Cruise, yo. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna let that all go. Let's see. They changed up their policies back in the 90s. I worked on the RC. Fights happen every Saturday. That's in the Bahamas. Man. No class. They got kicked off.
They say it was FBA there kicked off. You missed the whole point, Gary. This conversation might not be for you.
Hey,
this conversation is not for you, Gary. You gotta stand down on this one.
Hey, free thinker, man. That was
because reason why I say that, because if you look at how the news in America portrays us, because tell me, what is black on black crime? There's no such thing as black on black crime, because there's no such thing. Crime is crime, regardless of where it happens. Because you don't hear in the news media about all the Caucasian people that kill each other, all these Caucasian people that's molesting these kids. Is that white on white crime when they do that? That's why I say you got to stand down, because that's the point I'm alluding to, and I'm using that word again because we don't want to put that get that narrative out there like that.
Right.
That's all.
What's up, Mr. T-Move?
This ain't T-Move.
Oh, okay. Hey, I didn't try to offend you, Wally. I was just repeating what you said. You said you buy them off from T-Move, so I was like, all right, Mr. T-Move.
The ones with all them different little skits on there. That's the Bob Marley T-shirt.
Okay, what it say? Listen
don't
to
let him fool you.
What it say? Listen to what? Listen to Bob.
Yeah.
Know what the shirt say? Listen to Bob. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hey, you know Wally? He didn't even get that bad on Sunday. He was doing homework.
Yeah, he wasn't off the Brown.
Hey,
shit.
He didn't fall asleep in the chair.
You say he was on the green.
Hey, he didn't fall asleep in the chair, but I'm telling you, man, Mr. Miles had us rolling. He had us rolling.
I caught it like I caught like 2 hours of the show. I watched the replay, and then some shit happened at work. I had to do some work last night.
Mr. Miles came on.
I'd have been in the chat. I wouldn't have been able to go to cam up or anything, but I'd have been in the chat.
So you gotta turn the sound down a little bit, Wally.
There ain't no sound on.
You watching the game?
I don't have no sound. I'm just outside. You hear the HVAC system? That's why I put my AirPods. You still can hear it?
Well, it stopped now, but it was something going.
That was the fan. It's 93 fucking degrees out here, man. It's almost 9 o'clock.
Yeah, that's Texas, baby.
Oh no, that's a light behind you.
Yeah, that's the light. The light right there.
That's Texas for you, baby.
It was 103 earlier, man. I said, hell no.
Oh yeah, you seen the heat waves coming off the cement there.
103. Dang.
Oh yeah, and down. Yeah, it looked like them. Cleveland
What's
going
up,
home.
Gary? Yeah. That's right.
Hey, that's hard with Tatum going down, bro. That was.
Did they say what happened?
I bet it
Torn
was.
Achilles.
That's what I thought, and that's what I mean. It's them shoes they be wearing, man.
Yeah, low times. Yeah.
They went
They
low
come
top.
right up. No,
Yeah.
they're mids, but they come right up underneath their ankle. They don't come over their ankle.
Oh,
Right.
no. Remember the shoes
And
we
then,
used
like,
to play in back in the days?
yeah,
All
I
our
would never
shoes-
play.
All our shoes
Yeah.
were too high top. They went over
High
the ankle.
tops. Yeah. They still
Yeah.
high tops when I try to get up there and lace them up. Fuck that. I ain't
Yeah,
trying
like
to
I
be
said,
cool.
like I said, if you look at the old Jordan retros, they all go over the ankle.
Yeah.
They're mid high. They're mids, mid tops, but they come
Yeah.
over the ankle.
Ankle. Right. And that's
Like
what you want to protect.
Yeah, and then if you're gonna wear them shoes and you don't even have an ankle brace on for extra support to keep your
And-
ankle.
And you
I didn't
see,
watch it live. I watched it on the replay, and man, he was hurting because he was crying. He was hurt.
Yeah, you see his ankle touch the ground. You see how it's
Yeah.
kind of
he had surgery last night, I believe, or yesterday. Last
Bro,
night.
he was-
I think.
That dude was hurt.
yeah. I'm
You
looking
can
at the ruptured right Achilles. Yeah,
tell, you can tell, bro, when somebody really hurt, oh, they ain't faking that. You hurt.
Oh yeah, that Achilles ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. And look,
yeah. So
everybody that happened to, Ja, Kobe started that shit with the low top goddamn sneakers, man.
and like I said, that's why you see the uptick in the ankle and Achilles injuries in the NBA now because of those shoes. And I'm surprised the NBA had to implement it, not saying that you had to
You
have
gotta
someone come
at least wear some
That
ankle
ain't
braces
David
like Steph be doing. Steph be wearing his ankle braces and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
So it's
he has
stabilized.
to.
He has
Yeah.
to, because if he don't, he out.
Yeah.
But the commissioner is not David Stern, though, guys. That commissioner, they
Yeah.
got
Oh yeah.
that dude.
Hey, if they had David
No.
Stern, John still be suspended.
You gonna be John Wickard?
Yeah, you want to play with guns? Okay. Now you got all the time you want.
Not in this association.
They doing no way, no way,
Not in this association. You ain't.
Yeah.
no way.
Hey, man,
David
I-
Stern would play that.
I didn't even log in to see what my score was for last week, Marquez. I just said, fuck it. I submitted what I had. And I'll check it out my class. Yeah.
You didn't get your paper done?
I dropped that class, bro. I can only handle one at a time, man. One at a time.
Hey, Wally, I told you.
They got me with the drop fee, though.
Wally, I told you. In our mind, we think we can still do stuff we used to be able to do. But in reality, man, shit. You're going to take one class.
No, that attention span ain't there. But
Better start with one class.
Yeah.
Dedicate about an hour, 2 hours to it, and then okay, I'm good.
I dedicate about 3-4 hours to this shit because I got caught up, right? And I go pick my kids up coming up here in the next few days. So I got to get this stuff submitted because it's due on Sunday at 11:59. But I want to have that shit done.
Already, Wally?
They get out on the 22nd.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, it's May. Wow.
Yeah.
Bro, you
Yeah,
talking about
graduation's
crazy.
supposed to start happening in the next couple of weeks too. High school graduations. And that's I'm going to Tampa on the 24th because my good friend, he's like my damn sponsor, my godson. He graduates May 27th.
Okay, question. In the US, how's the schedule? Is it still the same? 8 in the morning till 3:30, and then they get out?
Yeah, some school districts, and some go earlier and get out later. It depends, like elementary, middle school, and high school. High school goes later and get out
Later.
before, later. Yeah, high school starts at like 8, but middle school starts at like 7:45, and they get out like 2.
Mm-hmm.
Man, here I've never seen such a crazy schedule here.
And
Bro.
some here go around. They go year round, and they'll get like a 2-week break.
Yeah,
Every
summer
day.
break,
What up,
spring
Jared?
break.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's
Hey,
up?
Dale, I get what you were saying, but to me, crime is crime.
That's what I said.
or what race you are.
I said that. That's why I said crime is crime.
I get what you mean, but to me, that's my way of thinking.
Yeah, I said that. When
Hey,
you watch
man.
replay, that's why I said there are no such things as those. Crime is crime wherever it happens.
It's what they say in the news, man. It's just been
Yeah, that's what I said. How
Yeah,
they made it a thing in the media, especially down south. Because if you look at the news, what's the first thing when they bring up stuff that go on in the urban community? Well, black on black crime is so okay, but what is black on black crime? There's no such
Well,
thing.
that's
You
normal.
don't commit crime in the vicinity of where you live.
You live there, right? And if it's the majority
They
of
got a
that
pool
race,
party going on where you at, Wally?
huh?
You got a pool party going on or something? A lot of
No, that's
Well-
the sun going on. I'm trying to get some more motherfucking area. Yup, I'm sweating like a goddamn dog.
but not here, free thinker. The high school goes later. They go to school later and get out later.
High school. Hey, man, it's different, man. I know here, boy, they have some
it
of the
depends.
craziest schedules I ever
Free
seen.
thinker, where you at exactly? Because here it's different. They go later because the elementary and nobody is wondering why does the little kids got to be at school before the high schoolers? You know, normally that didn't make sense. You would think you want to, because parents got to get up early, take their kids to school early, and go to work. Where high schoolers here, I know in the Midwest, here in Nebraska, the high schoolers go to school later than the middle school and elementary.
So still here, if you a young kid, like kindergarten through I think it's fourth grade, they go to school from 12 to 6.
12 to 6.
12 to 6. And then the middle ones go like 10 to 7 or something like that. And the high school, I don't even know. I don't know how that works.
That's probably
Well, then-
longer.
Well, they out of school more than they go. We the opposite. We out of school what? During the summer, 2.5 months. We out of school the holidays. Like
Well, it's not like
Thanksgiving.
when I went to high school, we got 3 months off from June to September.
Yeah,
We
like
got
2.5
months off. But that's not how it
months.
is nowadays.
Oh no. You know, they got teachers breaks, conferences, all
Yeah,
kind of
they break it up in three in like quarters. Like
Well, I
in
know
thirds.
here-
They break it up.
Here, Gary, they'll be out January. They're gonna go back till March. Then they'll be out again in June. You like what? I don't know. I can't follow it. I tried to follow. I don't understand it. I don't understand the logic behind it. But it's so many different schools and different school districts that, yeah, private school is way different than public school. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, my daughter, my granddaughter, I think it's next week. Next week she's graduating from kindergarten in
Kindergarten?
Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't miss those days. Hey,
Right.
one thing, if you can turn that clock, I'm not going to goddamn high school. Let me tell you that now. I'm
And
not going
her birthday is next week. She's gonna be 6 next Tuesday.
Okay.
She's gonna be 6. Yeah.
That's good there, Gary. How you enjoying your house, man?
Oh, fine.
Has it sunk in yet? You made your first payment yet?
Oh, I already got 2 payments. I don't have a payment till August. I made 2 payments already.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know,
Yeah.
looking in Iowa, free thinker, Iowa just passed a bill for it to do, like you say, for high school to start early and get off early. They got as of August 23rd, they want high school to start at 7:50.
Yeah, it's usually around 8 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Iowa's just doing. They got a bill on the books now to change it to go to that model.
Yeah, depends on what state you're on too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I know right here.
Damn,
I'm just looking at what. Yeah, and you might need to call it HVAC.
What is loud?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
super loud.
Yeah, it
That's
just sounds
down-
like a mariachi band.
It's downstairs. I'm about
Yeah,
to go in anyway. I just came out to smoke. See, all the units is right there.
Oh yeah, somebody apartment hot to the mug.
No, they got the AC cranking.
Hey, it ain't working. That's what I said. It ain't nothing coming out. That fan about to come off. So what, you on the second floor?
Third.
I was
Third?
just
And it's
saying,
on
I was
the
just
third
saying, it
floor?
might be higher than second.
Yeah.
You got an
Yeah, 'cause
elevator?
Hell no.
Well, Wally could need.
I
Wally needs
don't need no
exercise.
elevator. Yeah, exactly. You are exactly right.
Hey, see, Wally ain't like me and you.
Water flush.
Wally feet still work
I
right.
wouldn't want the stairs. I wouldn't want.
Yeah, Wally, you still got your feet are balanced. You can walk them downstairs. Everybody ain't that lucky, dog.
I'm a hold on while I can.
Hey, Free Thinking say that shit sound like a toilet flush. And I'm like, somebody ain't working. They got to call it HVAC. That they ain't telling you.
Hey, they
Yeah,
got
That's only the bad thing, Wally. When you have to move, but
yeah.
you're bringing everything out, not in. So that should be easier when you move.
I ain't moving shit, Gary. I'm hiring people to do that.
Yeah, I did too.
Hold on now. You got mad at us Sunday
For
about
what?
you can do it yourself. Now you gonna hire people to do it?
Yeah, that's what I told him to do that too. That's what I
What?
did.
What?
Moving
What
shit.
state of my drunkenness was I at?
Oh my God.
Are you on the more low ball too?
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you not recall? I said you asked us. You said, "Is it worth $7,000 to hire these people to move your stuff?" You said,
Yeah.
"Hell no! You gonna move it yourself. You gonna get your friend to drive the truck, right?" And you say you gonna save money. Now today,
That's the cheapest way.
you gonna hire
That's the
somebody
cheapest
to
way
do
to
it.
do it. Do it yourself.
Oh hell no! No, Gary. I told you what I'm doing. I'm giving them the keys.
Oh, you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay the moving company. I know what you're gonna do.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna get them the keys. I'm gonna go move. I'm gonna fly down to wherever I'm going. I'm gonna get in a
We already
hotel.
know what you're doing.
Let me know when y'all get done. I'll go right over to the house when you're done.
But see, you ain't traveling 16 hours either, though. That's what's getting me the distance.
I tell you that HVAC sound is making margaritas.
I'm about to go in the house, man. That's
16 hours. How long is that flight while they're on the plane?
about 3.
16-hour
that
drive.
2-hour
So
flight,
you
dog.
driving this. Hey, and 10 of those hours is in Texas.
Man,
Maybe.
you are lying still.
Maybe.
Ooh.
Hey, we
Why
went
you
through
think-
a train.
when I
on
got out of
Amtrak. That
Alabama,
seems so
man.
long going through Texas, going to Arkansas, Little Rock. It seems so far.
It depends on what part of Texas you at. Like, yeah, me, I'm down in the southwest part, so I got to go all the way up north. Go past Dallas. To get to Texarkana and Little Rock.
Yeah,
So
You got to hit the
you
10.
go up to Dallas, hit 20.
Yeah, you hit 10 to go up to 20.
And you go
Yeah,
to South
10.
Carolina, right?
yeah, so I go through obviously through shit. No, I'm thinking about going to
Go through
Memphis.
New Orleans and go through, stay on 10 and go all the way up, get that way.
Yep, and
You stay
then
at the
jump
bottom
on
of
85. Yeah,
Okay, you jump on to stay on the bottom and then you jump up to go north. Okay.
Yeah.
and just stay on 10 and ride it through Louisiana, Mississippi, and
Yeah.
Georgia.
Alabama,
Yeah,
come up that way. That's time
I was thinking about going to Memphis because
Oh, okay.
that's 10 hours. That's 10 hours. So I got to go through Dallas and Texarkana and Little Rock and all that shit.
Yeah, because you're
West
going up
Memphis.
higher.
Or West Arkansas? Is it West Memphis?
West
Arkansas?
Memphis. It's West Memphis, but it's in Arkansas.
All right. It's like a hop, skip, and a jump.
Well, it's right across the bridge.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? In all my years, I don't think I've ever been to Tennessee.
Been in Nashville, Memphis.
Yeah, I went from Little Rock to Nashville. Right.
Never
Yeah,
stepped foot in.
Nashville and Memphis is the only places in Tennessee I've been.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you nothing about those. I've never been there.
Chattanooga? I'm not going to
Well,
talk about
like I
that.
said, I drove through Chattanooga, but I never stopped, so I don't count that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I pass it through going to Atlanta. Because like when I drive When I get ready to go to Georgia, I'm gonna go through Nashville, Chattanooga,
Mm.
and then
You drive?
yeah, because I'm gonna be down there for about a week, so it's cheaper if I drive my own car instead of renting a car
Let a
for that
car.
week.
Yeah.
Because these rental cars is shit's going through
Man,
the roof.
I went and looked to see what it was to go to Florida to get a rental car. Oh my God. Because I ain't got no
Yeah,
car
'cause-
insurance no more. I got to add car insurance to it, right? Even though I got a credit card, they still want you to have their
They put
insurance.
that, yeah.
Yeah, because
'Cause
if
I
you
want to be able
get
to
it,
walk away. If something happens, get your keys, dog.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
I
because
learned
if
my
you get in a wreck, you have to have their insurance, then you can turn it in. But if you
That's
don't
what I'm
get
no,
saying.
not
I
their
want to
insurance,
buy
necessarily.
their
You can have
insurance.
your own insurance. You don't need their insurance. Your auto insurance will cover if your policy covers you. You just got to give them your policy.
I
That
thought you
happened
had to
to me.
buy their insurance to do that.
Nah,
No,
I
that
have to
happened to
I
me
call
always
every
get it.
time.
my
I always get it. So
Yeah, I buy
it's
their
cheaper to do
insurance.
with that. It makes it easier because you can just drop it off. Because when I went to my family reunion in Mississippi, somebody hit me in the parking lot at the
yeah,
Walmart, and I had to use I didn't have their insurance. I just used mine, but I still had to pay my deductible,
yeah,
and
deductible. Yeah,
then the insurance paid the rest. But it made it a bit of a hassle because they kept calling you to say like, okay, contact my insurance. But if it's like you said, if I'd bought their insurance, I'd have just dropped the damn shit off. Like, okay, your
yeah,
insurance.
that's why I said that. Get their insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Man, I look
sometimes
at them places, bro.
yeah, in Florida that shit's high. That's why I'm using because I'm renting a car for 4 days. It's damn near. It's a little under $300 for 4 days.
My
And I don't even
man.
get. I got a mid-size sedan because it's just me and my wife. I'm like, well, shit. I got like a Nissan Altima or something. Why you don't damn near $300? I was like, shit. I might as well go ahead and go with your luxury. Go with the damn premium.
yeah.
It ain't that much different, man. What they want for these little cheap ass cars? I'm like, are you serious? Man.
They want margarita coming up.
Yeah, everything's getting so expensive.
I said he sounded that AC sound like it's making a margarita.
My margarita coming up.
Is this your homie still?
Yeah, American Express.
But
they cover
Barry
it.
is like a hassle though, bro. Dealing with your credit card company, and that I'd rather just buy the insurance.
Yeah, that's why I always do it. My credit cards cover it too, but
Yeah, I like to say because I use my insurance, my auto. I got USAA, so they automatically
Right.
cover me on. So
And that's what they normally ask me. They asked me this the last time. Who do you have car insurance through? And I said USAA, and they say, okay, so you probably gonna decline our insurance. I said, yeah, I'm not paying. When it's something happens,
No, I'll take it. Put it on there. Put everything you got on there.
now the next time, what I will do if I rent, like when we go to we go this year to the family reunion, I'm rent an SUV. Then I'm gonna use their insurance for the SUV.
oh, you're gonna get a top of the line vehicle then.
Yeah,
This is 405, right? That's without
Yeah.
the insurance. That's with nothing. That's just the car.
Yeah. And you see, that's the mid. You see, I told you, damn near, and I got a mid, and I'm using Enterprise, and I'll be in Tampa. Is that Miami?
Yeah, Enterprise is one of the cheapest ones to go to.
You see how much you see this cheap ass car, $369? Come on, man.
That's where I rent mine from too. Enterprise. If I have Enterprise, that's where I rent it.
Because I had I got a free day rental, so I use that to bring my price down.
Standard Elite. Oh, that's a Cadillac.
Yeah.
Cadillac, a QA3. Look at the picture.
Yeah, but that's like an XT. That's like an XT4. That's not the XT6. Yeah, that's still a small SUV. That's an XT4. I can't fit in that if I ain't driving.
There's a Tahoe Expedition Armada 529. Y'all out your goddamn mind. I might as well just lease a car while I'm there.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's a car payment for the month.
And again, this don't include their insurance. This is just the car.
Yeah.
This is just the
Yeah,
car.
that's just for the car. Yeah.
And that's why I said since I'm gonna be in Georgia for a week, I say it's cheaper just to drive my own shit, even though I don't want to put the miles on it. But fuck it, that's what I bought it for.
What you gonna take the miles with you when you move on? You gonna take the miles with you?
Yeah.
Bro, for a 3 series, they want 5. Man, y'all. Ooh,
Yeah,
Lord,
and that's a small. You
Lord,
can't fit in the
Yeah.
3 series, Kim. You too tall.
Yeah.
oh, but shit, I ain't trying to get no little ass thing.
Yeah, that's what I said. You can't. I can't fit in it, and you taller than me. 'Cause I'm 5'11".
Bruh, premium. This a Maxima ain't no goddamn premium car.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can't fit in it. I'll tell you that. They gave me
591,
a
593.
Kia,
That's too
one of the
much.
new Kias when I went to South Carolina a couple weeks ago. And, you know, my SUV sit up high. You know, I got to get on the running boards. I got in that car. God damn it, fucking blew my, well, pause, not blew
Yeah,
my,
look at what's the
messed my
mid-size
back up.
sedan. What's the mid-size sedan, Markel?
This is a
That's
week.
like, yeah, and I just got it for 4 days. I got a mid-size, and it was like fucking.
You
Like I
might as
said,
well get the weekly rate still because shit.
Yeah.
Let me see. When I went to Philadelphia,
Mid-size.
even though I was only there
yeah,
for like
like an
I think
Altima, like a Nissan Altima.
Okay, that's
Standard.
full size.
Oh, yeah, it might be full size.
Standard 393 7. This is in Florida though. I don't know where you're going. It
Yeah.
might be a little cheaper.
Yeah, I'm going to Tampa. That's what I got in Tampa.
Oh, this is Fort Lauderdale, Miami.
Still, it's not
If I'm
cheaper
mistaken,
to
it's like I
fly.
said, it's just for those 4 days. For those 4 days, it's like $298. That's before taxes.
Still, it's not cheaper to fly there than rent a local.
No, I'm flying there, but I'm flying in, but I'm renting a car for the time that I'm there. Oh yeah, I'm flying. That's what I said. Me and my
Yeah,
wife
you're
were
not
flying.
driving from your
Hey, my
location.
credit good enough still.
Yeah.
I go to a dealership like I'm gonna buy a car.
Georgia though.
Look, I'm gonna go to a dealership like I'm gonna buy a car. My credit good enough. I'm gonna go to a dealership like I'm gonna buy a car. Keep that bitch about 3 days while I'm there. Tell them I ain't gonna get it and take it
Yeah,
back.
'cause I'm from here where I'm at now to Tampa is like 1,200 miles. If I was
Oh
to
no, I
drive.
ain't going out no. My
Yeah.
days of driving, bro.
Sir.
Over.
That's one way.
Yeah.
Now, in my
I wouldn't
20s,
want to drive 1,200 miles.
hey, bro, in your 20s, oh, you'll do that all day. You do that standing up.
Oh, I drove from Yuma to there, Mississippi. Like
I do that shit now.
I used to
I mean,
drive from Phoenix
Well,
to
they could do it.
Alabama. From Phoenix to Alabama. That was a 24-hour drive.
hey, I did
Most of
it
it
one
was
day.
Texas.
All the time I stopped was to use the bathroom and to get gas.
And most of it was Texas. That's the only time I
Yeah.
stopped. Texas,
Yeah,
is
that took a whole fucking day.
from one end of
Yeah.
Texas to the other.
Go through there, yeah.
Well, I'll be so happy out of Texas and old broke down ass Louisiana. Them tour ass roads, that's the first thing you gonna get to, Wally. When you leave those smooth roads in Texas, them tour ass roads in Louisiana.
I don't have no issues.
Well, that was back then. I don't know what it is now.
Yeah, that was younger. I mean, I can't do that shit now. Shit, I'm tired of just driving 4 hours.
Oh. Man, no.
I'm telling you, I get my music, man. I'm cool, and like I said, it's a form of
No, you're not
meditation for me.
The Diners Club credit card, no.
They still
know
have
they-
Diamond Club?
They said they still
I
in
think
business.
so. They might still have it.
Diamond? Man, I haven't heard that shit.
I heard, man.
Woo!
I heard that in a minute. I didn't know they were still in business.
Diners Club still have
I
credit
thought,
cards.
I thought Discovery took over they market space, didn't they?
Yeah, but Discovery, they don't take every place.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Diners Club. They don't take that anywhere.
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's why I thought Discovery took over their marketplace.
Yeah, that's why I got rid of my Discover card here because they don't even use it. They don't even take it. Nowhere take it.
Yeah, that's why I thought they took over for Diners Club because it's not accepted everywhere.
They still in business 75 years.
Discover probably has a wider.
Diner Club. Damn, they heard this in forever.
Damn, that was for the esteemed elite.
I don't even know what that shit is.
Lounges. Okay.
Hey, man, you think I'm telling Savalas? He was a spokesperson for that.
Kojak.
Where's your lollipop?
Goddamn,
Kojak.
Kojak.
Man, I haven't heard Diner Club in woo. It's been a minute. Golly.
That's people from 80 to 100.
All right, so
probably.
you better switch back to the Brown. The Brown don't have you coughing.
Hey, you got some good ass ears. They is having a pool party.
Who loves you, baby?
Who loves you, baby? Kojak.
Daddy,
Hey, anybody knows any kind of discount deals when it comes to rental cars?
Oh,
Because I'm part of Enterprise's little club
You
thing
gotta,
to get those points.
Does they ever have a
USA
military discount?
USA ain't got perks.
Huh?
They don't have
USA
a
ain't got
military
perks.
discount?
Hold up, too many going.
USAA.
Yeah, I got USAA.
They got Enterprise give discounts, USA discounts, and then you can use your military discount on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
Only two that I know, USAA and
The
military.
military discount. Enterprise.
Man, but they never
Yeah,
used to be that high though. That's
Yeah.
crazy. They used to be like starting at like 99, 89. And as the cars got better, it was a little bit more, but for a convertible, it's $900. Crazy.
So you can take that out of there.
See, they looking at
I got more space. You can put some in there.
they looking at the people that don't have insurance. You know what I mean? They trying to cover their assets.
Well, that's me. I ain't got no insurance no more. I don't have a car no more, Wally.
Which is so like when I was over there, I put my shit was in storage mode. But I only expected it to be 2 weeks, not 9 months.
Get some water tomorrow and I'll make those steak tacos tomorrow.
Yeah, man. Man, it's crazy for renting a car now. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Give me an Uber. But Uber's prices in the States is crazy too last time I was there. So I don't know what they charging now.
Yeah, I ain't got time to be waiting for Uber to come get me. I just want to go when I want to go.
But see, my PTSD be keeping me in a room the majority of the time. So I paid $400 or $500 for a rental car for a week, and I don't use it, but maybe an hour a day because I'm in a room because I'm out of my environment. So I don't really travel too much, unless the kids want to do something or I'm with a bunch of friends. But other than that, to me, it's a waste. So I should have just caught an Uber from the airport to my hotel and went from there. It would have been cheaper. I paid $400-something and I drove the car maybe 2 hours.
Yeah, because we staying on lodging on McDill, and that is $124.
Oh yeah,
yeah. But it's over the water though. They got a funky lodging on McDill.
Yeah.
But like you said,
15 minutes from the airport too. So
yeah.
It might take you 35 minutes to get to Post though with that damn traffic.
Yeah.
I still got a driver's license. My license doesn't expire until 2037.
Man, mine.
Hey, how did you get a license so long? I think
I got the original before they changed all of it. Remember, it used to be 37 years.
Yeah, now it's 7.
Yeah,
7 is the max now.
Oh,
in most states,
when I got here, was it like 4 years ago?
No, for Georgia
no,
Iowa,
that's what I'm
7
saying.
years.
You got it when it changed.
Yeah,
I got it before it changed. My shit is still good. I got that license renewed, and when I get that license, I got to look at it. I only have it up here, but I renewed.
If you want to use it to travel in the United States, you ain't gonna be able to use it. You're gonna need your real ID or your passport. I just need to use your passport though.
Got my military ID, so.
Markel, do they make you do the driver's test over again, or depends on your age?
Hell no.
In Arizona,
No, in Arizona, all they make you do is the eye exam to make sure your ass can see. That's it.
Yeah, because in California, you're a certain age, they make you do the test.
No.
What does that happen when you reach senior citizen status?
Yeah, they have one. They have a test for the signs, then they have the regular test for the other stuff. There's a sign test, and I knew two people that failed it for a while, then they finally passed it.
Yeah, they don't want your ass out there running over people thinking they stop signs and shit. No, hell no.
Y'all know what was tedious? Getting that USAR license in Germany. Oh my goodness, man. Learning all them different signs and shit. I think I failed the thing twice before I passed it once.
When we were starting Brugiette, there were several things we wanted to tackle.
You did what? Say that again, Wally.
I said I failed it twice.
Oh.
Because it was so tedious.
You ain't going there with a sober mind.
Yeah, this one you had it still. McDill.
Yeah, that's I want to say that's maybe Mayberry Drive, I think, right outside the gate.
That's a real small town, huh?
No, that's Tampa.
Oh, Tampa. Oh, okay.
Tampa, Florida. Yeah, that's
Okay.
right
The
outside.
hotel room, it's got to be 100 something plus, 130, 140 plus.
Yeah, it's 100 right now. It's 124.
Because it's a high rise.
No, they own like that, Wally. No.
It's overseeing the water. Yeah, I know they keeping up with the local prices. Before, it used to be that way.
Yeah, it used to be like maybe $30, $40 a
$40.
night.
Yeah.
Bro, and you have a whole.
They depend by your rank too. The higher your rank was, the more you had to be paid.
I remember when it used to be like 8 or 10 for a room.
The airport,
you can tell it
like
that.
apartments. They had you have a living room. It's set up just like an apartment. You got all your utensils, all that stuff. Bed, they will come in and clean it.
Kitchen.
While you there every day.
Yeah, like
a
the ones
B&B.
here. Well, no, I'm sorry, it might
How
not.
old is it? How old is this video, Markel?
2 years.
No, okay.
So this should be what you driving into.
That's what I got in Minot. They gave me a living room, a bedroom, and my own kitchen. And it wasn't that expensive. Oh, the gas station.
Because it's really a straight shot once you come out of the airport. It's really a straight shot into McDill.
It must be close. It must be close.
Yeah, it's like 15 miles from the airport.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
You got old Chick-fil-A.
It's just the traffic. The traffic is what takes so long. It might be closer. It might be 10 miles, but it's like I know it's no more than 15. Because the airport where you fly in, the airport is like right here. Then McDill is like directly south of it.
You see, nobody got no windows down there. Not one car got a window down. It must be hot.
Oh, because it's hot. It's humid as shit. It's gonna be like in the 80s, 90s when I go down there.
And remember, they buy the water, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking it would be
Both
cooler.
sides. No, because of the heat, the humidity. That's why that water brings that humidity, like being in Houston.
Yeah.
Right there on the Gulf, but it's so damn hot. Sweating like a slave. That's what I say. I don't know how they did it back in the slavery days. They did it.
Shit, they had no choice back then. Cut your goddamn
Yeah,
foot off.
they had to do me like Kunta. They had to cut my feet off.
Markel, what's the difference in the weather from Arizona and Florida? Is it like the same, or is there a difference?
The humidity.
Hell no, the humidity. The humidity.
The humidity is the main
Do you
difference.
sweat more in Florida?
that's what it's dry.
Yes.
Yeah, when you get out the shower, Gary, you sweating again. You ready to get back in it.
Yeah. It's definitely because the ambient temperature is actually hotter in Arizona, but it'll get a 120 in the shade.
But it's dry.
Yeah, but it's a dry heat, so it's so hot that
yeah.
you're not really
That's what I
sweating. You feel your skin burning.
Yeah, it's a sweat heat.
But Florida, with the, like I said, 80, 90 degrees with about 100% humidity because of the water.
Yeah, like here, 103, and if I was by the water, shit, I wouldn't came outside, man. That humidity sounds
Hey,
it all the way up.
that's why they so angry down there.
Steak and shake. Yeah.
And
Steak and
alligators.
Shake.
Yeah, that's the one. You ain't never had steak and shake?
I ain't seen Steak and Shake in years.
That's
It's
that was an Ohio thing, but
Yeah, it's a Midwest thing. Because, you know, out west, they probably got Freddy's.
yeah, like
Yeah,
here they got Freddy.
we got Freddy's in Arizona.
They
Yeah,
got steak and shake here too.
That's basically Steak and Shake with a different name. So they're like Carl's Jr. on the West Coast, and the Midwest and the East Coast is Hardee's.
Yeah.
The exact same thing, same
Or
logo.
Roy Rogers.
Or on the West Coast is Carl's Jr.
Yeah, Carl's Jr. on the West Coast and Midwest here is Hardee's. But it's the exact same menu, the exact same logo.
thing. Not one thing different.
It's just like Crystal and White Castle.
White Castle. Well, no, Crystal's is chicken though. White Castle's is burgers.
Burgers, okay.
Yeah.
But, you know,
So how much I eat that motherfucker?
Checkers and Raleigh's.
They're Raleigh's, yeah.
Where you at? If you're in North Carolina, it's Raleigh's.
Same goddamn thing. No different.
Big Buford like a motherfucker. Give me the old Big Buford.
Yeah, Big Buford. Hey, Checkers was open back in the 90s. Like, that was like one of the first popular restaurants in my neighborhood in North Philadelphia, like in 90, 93, 92, 93, when they first opened up. That restaurant was getting money. We had a KFC and we had Checkers. Checkers used to stay packed, man. That good Buford burger.
That old Big Buford.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Temple ain't got shit. Ain't nothing.
But that's close to the base, Markel. No, that's one section of town.
That's not going into the city. They're going into downtown because it's actually, like I said, McDill is south of the airport, and you got to go back up north to get to the
tell
city.
me something, man, because I'm looking at this shit like, man, ain't it Temple?
Yeah,
It looked like that close to the base.
If you look on the map, on the Tampa map, you'll see that McDill is south of is actually south of the city.
I'm like, shit.
Yeah, you gotta go up. You gotta go up north, where the action is.
Yeah, because downtown, like I said, you gotta go north of the airport to get into the city.
If you notice,
you're driving away from the city.
Yeah, if you notice, they put y'all posts in the hood. They normally put our Air Force bases in the cut somewhere. You know what I mean? You gotta
because they got their own flight. Because some airports post like they share the airport with the
the Air Force base.
Yeah.
But McDill got it because Sitcom is there. They
Well, that's it. That's McDill right there.
Their own flight line of the airport.
Because Syncom there.
Yeah.
They got Mac flights there, right?
My ex worked at Syncom. What?
Yeah. Because they got their own dedicated flight line. They don't share the flight line with the Tampa International Airport at all.
Right. So you can catch a hop out of there.
Yeah.
Damn, still you should take a hop.
That's not guaranteed.
Because it might not fly.
And it's not dependable. You know what I mean? You gotta get yourself 72 hours.
And there was nothing that, like, from here they mostly go West Coast. They go out to like if I want to go see Barrington, I can easily catch a flight going there.
Seattle, yeah.
But they tell you better have your damn backup ticket standby because you fuck around.
Yeah.
Because you can easily get bumped too.
Yeah, because we veterans.
Yeah, that's right.
Active duty.
Still retiree. He got higher status.
Yeah, I can still be bumped by like a VIP or somebody going home on emergency leave.
No, but you can sign up. You can sign up.
I can get. I'll be the last one to get bumped.
Yeah, you know what you remind me of? You remind me of Mr. Wayne. You just cutting on the conversation, like you just take over. Like people be talking and you just jump right in.
Come on, Wally.
I'm being honest.
Jumping on me.
Fuck who talking? I'm gonna get my point across. They used to motherfucking fuck with Howie like a whole lot, man. And you know Howie, he get the going.
I'm surprised Howard ain't jumped on.
Yeah,
it's still kind of early though.
He might be on a
He
date.
might be in a hot date.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, he had a fresh
Where's
lineup.
Mr. Miles?
Oh, Mr.
Oh,
Miles.
yeah.
I only took Mr. Miles on the Friday.
Did he try one of those gummy bears?
Huh?
Did he try a gummy
Oh,
bear?
got the Sizzlers. They still got the. I don't think the Sizzlers in business
No,
anymore.
no, that's gone. Sizzler?
Hey, that was
No.
the way it played. That's like that. That's like bringing the old Ponderosa.
Is it still in business?
The Sizzler? No, I don't think. Maybe in New York it might be.
No, they shut down a lot. They shut down a lot of them. I do know that.
Yeah, 'cause I don't think it's any more Ponderosas either. They used to. Hey, they just had the
Damn.
Ponderosa was the precursor to the Golden Corral.
Golden Corral's still open. They have some open.
Yeah,
in
no, that's
California.
it. The Ponderosa was the precursor to the Golden Corral.
Oh,
That came
okay.
because you had that. What was the other one? Orion's? Was it Orion's?
Oh yeah.
There's one in California they shut down. I like
They
it
used
better.
to have,
I like it better than the other one.
Hometown buffet.
Yeah, hometown. That's the one I'm
what it
thinking
was,
of.
yeah. Hometown buffet, yeah. And I think Orion's,
That's the best one.
yeah, or hometown buffet. Or the country
Yeah, we used
kitchen
to
with
go- we used to go and stay about 3 hours.
Old Town Buffet Country Kitchen. That was the whole day.
They still around? Hometown buffet?
No, they
Yeah,
closed them, I believe. They closed them all.
Yeah.
'Cause
You know
in
what? I know
California,
if it was
they had
open,
two.
it didn't
We
survive
used
the
to go there all the
pandemic.
time. They closed those down.
Because Golden Corral barely survived the pandemic.
Damn, as much business as they get, they barely survive. Shit. Oh yeah, nobody could go.
They
nobody
may
can go.
have
You know,
one
you
in
had all that-
Arizona. They may have
They're
one. here,
still
but
in business. I said they barely survived the pandemic, but they got one here. Actually, it's probably about 2 miles from me. It's 2 exits up. They
They
got
still got that golden chocolate fountain thing.
yeah, the fondue fountain. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And the salad bar with no damn sneeze guard over it. People just
Hey man, you going up in there, you know what you're going to get. Ain't no questions
Yeah.
about that.
you leave that salad alone, player.
Hey, they used to have a California buffet here. They got rid of it though. They had one health inspection and shut it down.
Is there only one?
One.
If they one was
Boy,
enough.
I'm serious, bro. The first one they
what,
had.
what do they have? Rats?
I don't know. I didn't even read the paper, but the first one they had, they shut this shit down. And it was popular as hell. But they had a limit. I don't think there's limits in Golden Corral, is it?
They had this.
No, no, ain't no limits. You
And
go as long as you can eat.
In Mexicali, this Chinese restaurant. I think they were serving dog in their Chinese
Oh
food.
my God, Gary. Come on now. Serving dog.
And the Chinese food.
Shit.
I don't know if it's true or not.
Well, some have been accused of doing that. Like there's one, they got
They got
because
pizza?
like I said, that's in their culture. No,
They
they're
got
just not.
pizza at Golden Corral? What the
Yeah,
hell?
they have like different bars. They would have a Mexican bar, a pizza bar. They depending on the day, they have different bars on different days now.
Yeah. Depends on the day
Like,
with
I
the
think
menu.
like Tuesdays is like a Mexican taco bar. And then, like I said, Fridays it'll be like a soul food bar, like fried chicken, roast beef. And then the other day they'll have like surf and turf. It all depends on the day you go in there. The menu is different every day.
Yeah, one place I miss is Shakey's here.
Oh yeah, Shakey's. Yeah, Shakey's
Oh,
has some good
the
pizza.
fried chicken and the mojos. You can't beat that.
Yeah, mandarin orange. Yeah, like I said, they got different. Avoid mac and cheese, pot roast, fried ravioli. Yeah, I can't tell you the last time I ate at a damn Golden Corral.
Gary, Gary, you taking a shot talking about fried chicken?
Yeah, I love the one at the pizza place. I said,
Did they serve watermelon too?
do they serve what?
Come on, Wally.
I'm just messing with you. Hey, you coming down with a motherfucking little bug, Doc?
No, man, I'm fucking with you. Hell no. It's $23 a person. That's cheap.
Yeah.
Bart's root beer.
Yeah, and the casinos, the buffets are like at least $30, like dinner.
Oh, you pay to eat at the casinos, Gary?
I used to in California.
Man, I have free comp all the time. I never paid to eat up in there. Your boy Diddy is having his day in court, man. I saw some highlights from that. It ain't looking good. They had a police
You think
officer
it's gonna go fast?
Oh, that court case? Oh, yeah, it can go fast. They had a police officer up there today, Wally, talking about how Diddy tried to bribe him, tried to give him a handful of money.
Yeah, the security guard. Then Cassie was on the stand today. You know, she about to pop. You know, she up there getting all emotional. The jury gonna look at that, man.
And I think she should have to get that money back.
Yeah. Yeah.
After what she been testifying, dude, you wasn't no victim. She wasn't no victim. Cassie, she wasn't no victim. She was willingly participating in that bullshit. I think this had to do with her husband wanting to going after the back. Now I know he probably lit on that stand. Listen to the shit that she said on that stand. And I know he got a different outlook on his wife now.
Yeah, got to, especially after what came out.
Oh, she was. Hold on, I didn't watch any of the trial. Now I just saw the highlights.
Yeah,
I didn't watch it either.
The prosecutor called her. She's been giving details of what's been going on at those Diddy parties. But I say this again: none of this shit has ever been a secret of what goes on, what Diddy was doing.
So she was in on it. She was a willing.
Yeah, she was participating. She was setting up some of the shit.
And one of the most egregious acts, they was trying to paint it as something that he demanded, and she requested.
Well, I'm not talking about the video where he dragged her through the hotel.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about. Oh, okay.
My bad. Yeah, that video. That's a whole different set. He whooped her ass. That's different. But with the shit that goes on at the parties, she was a willing participant in that.
And she asked for. She asked for that.
I mean, I'm just going off what he said. Her part she played in it, but they trying to make it seem like she didn't have a choice. You know, like because he was so powerful. But come on, man.
Okay,
he went after the money.
Question. Okay, so all of these were not consenting adults. Some of these were underage.
So far, no, nobody was.
It ain't got to that yet. It ain't got to that yet.
Right now, it was never any underage. They were all consenting. Diddy didn't do. Someone like the girl that said that was at the party, she was lying. It hasn't been documented that he ever was messing with underage girls. That's it, you know. He had the video groupies, but
okay. So what are
that
the
part? Like Wally said, that part hasn't. They haven't got to that part yet. If it's there.
Okay,
but
so
everything
what are,
now is consensual. I ain't gonna say consensual, but they're all adults.
Well, what's the charges against Diddy? What are they charging him with?
Sex trafficking. Did they RICO? Yeah, prostitution. Yeah, RICO. It's five charges. It's 5 charges.
Yeah, that's my show, Free Thinker. That's my show. I just watched the episode today.
That's for getting people to go there and work for the
paying some of the girls
coming across the state lines, paying for their plane tickets. Is it coming back?
Yeah, it's on season 4. They on like season. They on episode 5. Yes, yeah. Season 4 started. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to get in the mood for that, man. All that killing and shit, that should get me back, man.
Racketeering.
Yeah.
Oh, you got racketeering charges too.
Yeah.
They throwing everything at the book to get them. But
They only need one.
yeah, you only need one.
But
Oh, he
they
gonna do
ain't,
time. He ain't walking out that bitch scot free.
but the ones they would have probably got him on. You know, they didn't even follow those charges. You know, like for domestic abuse and shit like that.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
because they
That's probably gonna be
Cassie
the
would have had
state.
to file charges.
is that
She wanted
criminal?
money. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
probably
so
gonna be
she
state
filed
charges
civil.
on that.
Yeah, they want federal charges, right? They want federal charges.
So this the feds going after him right now, right?
Yeah, this is a federal case. Yeah, this
Yeah.
ain't state. They don't have anything on him for state. There's no state charges that they can get him on. Chance got caught slipping. Yeah. He got a chance.
Now, P Diddy can't be the only one going down for all this now, right?
Nah, he's the start.
Yeah,
I got to see the next episode. For thinking, yeah.
based on
Frank set him up, Frank. I don't like how they portraying Frank in this in the series. So far. Yeah, it ain't the Frank Lucas that's.
All right, John. Shit, I ain't watched it yet.
No, I get it. No, I'm just saying how they got his character. It's not like how it was historically, which I get it. Because it's a series. So his role is not what he really was in real life to Bumpy Johnson.
And that intro, man, Ross
the intro
killed the
hard.
intro.
The
Ross
intro's
killed
hard.
the intro. Yeah,
That's a good
dope
show.
man.
You haven't watched that, Markel? You got to watch from season 1 so you can understand what's going on in
Is it
season
on
4.
Netflix?
It's
The Paramount? Let me see.
Paramount. Is it Paramount or Hulu?
I'm going to look right now.
I want to say it's Paramount. No, Hulu.
It doesn't make sense like American Gangster.
Yeah. It's not.
Godfather of Harlem.
Because they got real life people in it, by their real names, but they just how the story. It's like a fictional story based on real people. That's what it is. Because like I said, they got Malcolm X in it. You know.
Yeah.
Malcolm X had a role in it. They killed him last season. You know, and how he got killed. You know, it's some of it is it's kind of factual, but they made for a movie, made for a series.
It's on MGM, but
MGM,
I mean, of course,
because right now Tupac's mom is in it, Afeni Shakur. She got a role in it right now. She has because the Black Panther Party in it, and some of the things that they did. What's the poet's name? I can't think of his name.
Your boy that Barry down here.
Smoking a cigarette.
If the oil don't slip, then you must have quit.
You still because you got, like I said, they got the Gambinos in it. They got
Italian Mafia.
Mafia. They're using their real names and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, they just talking about all of the black gangsters. Sam Christian from Philadelphia. They had like
they got real fictional people in it. Like
that was really about that life. Because I know Sam Christian was.
Yeah, they got the Chinese connection, the people from the Chinese. Yeah, Baldwin. Yeah, there it is, Baldwin. He's in it. He got a little James Baldwin. Because he gave a hell of a You know who James
MGM here. I don't think I can get that here. MGM?
Yeah.
But shit. You got a VPN though, right?
Yeah. Man, I ain't about to buy no damn cable just to watch some shit.
Just to watch that.
I'm not saying that. I already told you before
it's one of the better
Cody.
series that they came out with.
Cody is free. You know what I mean? And you got a VPN, so it's protecting you from the third party. I mean, just if you want to check other shit out, that's going ahead.
The last,
That's what I used to do when I was over there. Go through my VPN, and I was able to access everything.
I think BMF starts next month too. The final season of BMF.
I think it's this month.
I thought it was June. Because I think Power's supposed to the final episode.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Hey, did you check out Fight Night? With Kevin
Yeah,
Hart,
yeah,
Chicken Man, Chicken Man.
yeah. Chicken Man.
Yeah, that
And
was a good one
that
too.
was based on a real event too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, James Baldwin. Yeah, that's a good series. That's a good ass series. I was just glad they brought it back after they killed in season 3 when they killed Malcolm. I was like, oh, that might be the end of the series.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, damn, a whole year went by. He should come back up. But I seen something come across my banner, and I was like, damn, they must have started it back up. And
Season 4,
now,
yeah, they
now
on
you confirmed it.
episode 5. I think episode 6 is this Sunday.
All right. Shit.
Yeah, come on Sundays.
Well, I got to finish this homework.
You be on there picking out C's. You ain't got time for that shit.
Don't drop your class again, Wally.
They picking out them stems and seeds and stems.
I'm not dropping this one. Hey, look, man, I got to pay $300 drop fee for the one I did drop.
Oh, you dropped it too late.
So that's costing you money.
You dropped it
No,
after
it
the
wasn't.
second week.
It wasn't too late. Is that I committed on one assignment. Once you do that, you know, they consider you for dropping. Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's 20 or 30% of the class.
Yeah, Tulsa King is good.
1,500. Yeah.
So
Times have changed, Wally.
that's my favorite, Tulsa King.
Well, my counselor, he tried to get him the wave this shit, but that shit is in right. But they didn't explain it to me during my orientation, or I might have been intoxicated. I don't fucking remember.
Hey, Gary, have they started a new season on Tulsa King?
I haven't watched it for a while, but I know they started another one, but I don't know how long ago.
Yeah, because I know the last season I seen was like season 2, so I don't know if they got another season. That was pretty good too with Sylvester Stallone in it.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, okay. I saw like a couple of episodes of that.
Yeah, that actually, it took me a while to get into it, like but it got better as it went on.
And
like
another one is
What about Yellowstone?
The Mayor of Kingstown. Did you ever see that one? The Mayor of Kingstown.
I've seen a couple episodes. I really can't. Haven't followed.
But
Mr. B with his Apple episodes. Mr. B love watching Apple TV. No thief.
Hey, what's the one that's based out of London or in Jamaica? Is it Top? What is it?
Tupin. Lupin.
No, it's Top. It's Top.
Lupin.
No, it's Top something. No, it's
Top Shotters.
No, damn. It's out of Jamaica. But then the dudes moved to England or the UK. You know, they pushing their work or whatnot. They killed the young boy in the wheelchair and whatnot. Then he went and killed their mom. It's Top. It's something. It's pretty pop. Top Boy, I think it is. You never seen Top Boy? Check out Top Boy. Punch that in, Top Boy. Watch it from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm about to check that one out.
Started in Jamaica, like I said. Yeah.
Yeah, we watching a lot of these series.
That's what happened when you old and retire, Mark. I do nothing here and do exactly what I'm doing with y'all now. Except I gotta wait a little while to start drinking my adult beverages, because if not, I wouldn't even make it on this bitch. But I'm sitting out here doing what I do and just, enjoying it. Well, not this 103 bullshit.
Sound like they turned either the party's over or they turned down that HVAC unit.
You muted yourself, Wally.
You muted yourself.
Yeah, I'm trying to do. I heard one of them. That's why I was trying to keep. I still hear one of them. But it's not that one that's not getting no service.
You might need to tell them they need to call maintenance on that one.
Well, they ain't mine, right? I ain't even got my air on, so I know they ain't mine. Shit, I need to test my shit out.
Yeah, if you ain't turned it on this summer,
it's
still spring.
This is the first day that it reached those temperatures, but I was cool with my ceiling fans. And my dumb ass, I sat out here half a damn like, man, this is fucking hot. God dang. Then I finally looked at the temperature because I had to go pick some stuff up and drop off my Mother's Day cards. My darn thermometer said 103. I said, holy, where this come from?
What is it in Arizona, Gary?
What is it? About 90 something?
Oh, y'all had
Yeah.
7 to 90 something.
We still in the 90s here.
But it still haven't got hot yet, Markel.
Yeah. You ain't hit it yet. It's coming next month.
Yeah.
Yeah, we down to 87 now, so it's dropping a little bit. It's a little cooler.
Yeah, you'll be in triple digits next month, Gary. That AC will be blowing. That electric bill will be high.
Well, we only turn it. I turn it on, and my wife goes, "Turn it on."
You know that bill.
See, I got my ceiling fan.
Yeah, she know that
I
bill.
have a floor fan, and she stole it, so I'm gonna have to go buy me one.
Hey, she know that bill coming, Gary. That's why she telling you to turn it off.
No, we get it cooled and turn it off. But now she knows how to turn it on and turn it off.
Are you thinking about getting
know how to
solar?
do it before.
You thinking about getting solar?
No. Hey, what do you know about Tesla has a battery, like a battery pack? It's not solar panels. Somebody came by to the house. They said Chevron or something. It's a program. Do you know anything about that?
What's it called?
You know, the Tesla battery things, it gives you power for your house if you lose power.
Right, but there's
It's
usually
not solar panels. Maybe they have a small solar panel to run it, but it's not on the roof.
No. Yeah,
About old generator.
Do you know anything about that?
I don't know about it for houses, but I know how it works. But I don't know how
Tell me
to
how it
sell or
works.
anything like that. No,
Hey,
but I know
I like,
you're talking about a power station that goes in your house.
Power station. Yeah.
It can go in your house. It don't have to be outside. It goes in your house, and then they run the leads outside where you can put the panel outside so the sun can hit it and recharge it for emergency
It'll
situations.
probably be in the garage. If I did it, it'll probably be in the garage.
Hey,
What do you charge
on
that?
the Lupin. That's a good British one too. Lupin.
What did you
What
say?
they charge? What they want for that, Gary?
That's
What
on
they charge
Netflix
that?
though. Lupin
I
is on
think-
Netflix.
As far as I know, I told him to come back later. As far as I know, it don't cost you anything. As far as I know, and I don't know how much power
No.
it gives you.
It don't
No,
cost you something.
they getting some money out of that somehow, Gary. It ain't
That don't
free.
sound right.
It ain't free. Hell no.
But I didn't hear his pitch though. But he said I can explain it to you, but you have to. I think it's about an hour or so.
Well, yeah, because he about to tell you some bullshit, and you gonna
But
come out some
all
money.
they're giving is like a
Yeah.
$500. $500. I don't know if it's like a credit card thing or like $500 if you do it. But I know those solar panels. I don't want to do that because it costs a lot of money. Because in Santa Ana, when my son-in-law, his mother has that, and they're still paying for that. They have it on the roof in Santa Ana.
Yeah, I mean, if you going solar panels is a commitment. That ain't
Yeah. But
it's a commitment. Shit.
You
but
said
that's what he was saying.
they got it on a what, Gary?
What did you say?
They got it on the what?
No, I said they have solar panels.
Where at?
It's on I think it's on a 30-year contract. They make you sign.
No, but where did they put them at?
On the roof.
On the solar panels. If you get solar, they put them on your roof.
See, you the only one to say roof. Everybody else on the panel say roof.
Hey Gary,
Is that to tell someone?
this is an example of what he's talking about right here that goes in your house.
Power station.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
power
but-
station.
How much?
How much-
That's 240. How long would that last? You don't know.
It depends how big a battery it is, how many watts it is. It all depends on what you got in your house too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
but you
you
gotta hook
have
up
your
to it.
refrigerator run.
It all depends, Gary. Like you got to
What
know.
you got hooked up to it?
You need to know what size power station you buying, and then you gotta figure out all the wattage that's in your house that's running at one time. So if you got say 3,000 watt, but ain't gonna run much. It'll run some. Let's see,
But he
10,000
hit it.
generator, and you're running 200 watts in the house, for example, right? You know you could probably get 20 hours out of that before it needs to be.
So-
I don't fuck up Mr.
So
Wayne.
what do
Out of his
you
alley.
what would you need? Like a 2-bedroom house, what would you need?
Well, that, I don't know what's in your house. That's why you got to figure out your wattage.
Depends on-
Right.
Yeah,
It depends
No,
on
but-
what you went on there. You want the refrigerator on there, of course.
you know
You
what,
want
what
your lights
size
on there?
yeah. It all depends on what you have, what your appliance.
There you go, right here. There you go. We go, Mr. Wayne. Look at Mr. Wayne answer.
Yeah, lithium battery. I just bought a power station, Gary, but I bought a small one, a portable one. 'Cause in my
Yeah,
life-
battery, right?
yeah, I got a lithium ion battery.
Did you
Oh,
get
so
a
he got
solar
ground
panel
mounted
to charge it?
solar panel.
Did
Yeah,
you
he
get a
said,
solar
Mr.
panel to
Wayne said
charge
he got
it?
ground mounted. Is that better than the ones mounted on your roof?
Well, he can move them around. 'Cause they
Oh,
gotta
okay.
be
So
portable.
either okay.
Whatever side the sun's on, because the brightest you want the sun to hit them. So I would rather have them on the ground because I can move with the sun versus they just sitting in one spot. The sun move over here. You got the clouds. You're not getting as much.
Yeah, that's true.
Friends and neighbors. Light. It's you got to know what wattage
Yeah,
is
how
it
much? Yeah, how much you need? How much power
and
you
then
gonna
what
need?
size generator you get, and then you calculate it from there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I
But
got
you
like a
ain't-
little.
I'm just gonna say you ain't running weeks now. You might run a day and hopefully the power come back on the next day. Otherwise, you gotta
Because Generex, I think it's called Generex. They cost about 2,000, and they're
Yeah.
like they can run off natural gas. I don't know if he runs off natural gas. It don't matter the wattage. I don't know. They cost about 2,000
Yeah,
bucks.
I mean, it is gonna, even if it runs off natural gas, you're still gonna know how much wattage you're gonna need for it to produce.
you don't. Yeah, that's just like you just going to buy a 200 watt generator. That ain't gonna do shit for you.
Oh,
No,
Especially if you got an appliance that runs 1,000 watts, that ain't gonna
But
help.
your air conditioner to run the air conditioner in the house, Gary, you got to think because when it starts up, it's the wattage that it says it's running on is not where it starts. You got to get something that's able to handle the cranking power when it first starts up.
But
You
they
get it
got
going?
cold freaking amps.
Then it runs. Yeah, shit. You got to know what you're doing.
so like say maybe a 3-ton what watt 3-ton air conditioner on your roof.
I don't know, but Gary, I had been in that so long. Shit, I don't know.
Oh, you don't know.
I don't know what the starting amps are. I don't know what the running amps are. Then you got to look at your refrigerator. You got to look at.
It's easier to move them around, or are they where you put them is where they're stationary at, or can
So I
you move?
purchased my grid. Let's see. I purchased my off-grid inverter. Solar signature solar. I mounted my solar panels. Ground make it easier to work with them. See, I like them on the ground because, like I said, you can move with the sun. As the sun moves, you can move with it. But yes, you got to know what you're doing, Gary. You don't just go pick up some shit and that shit lasts you 5
Because
hours.
all I know is he said it was Tulsa, and he said it had something to do with the Chevron and
Sun?
Shell, and I think he said Shell and Chevron is sponsoring, I believe.
Oh, the Dutch Shell Company and Chevron.
But it's a Tesla panel, though. I do know that.
Man, I don't know about that one, Gary. He didn't give you no price. It sounds like some bullshit.
Hey, fuck around, he done selling over his deed. Don't even know it.
No, because he wanted to come back later. He goes, I got a presentation down the street. I come back at 5:30 if you want me to. I said no.
So get off my
Come
land.
back in a couple months. Maybe I'll talk to you.
Get off my property.
Get off my land. Okay, 12K.
Power through
15K, 12K, 1 million gigawatts.
Hey, Generex makes some big ass shit now. They make some stuff to run your whole house. I don't know if you want to pay for it, but they make some stuff.
Yeah. And you guys see where you're at. Like I said, you in a place that had a lot of storms and a lot of power outages.
Yeah, I'll show you this real quick, Gary, for so you know.
Because are you familiar with APS? The electric?
Yeah.
Okay, my daughter has a different electricity, and hers, I've only had mine go off this for 5, maybe 10 minutes, but my daughter's has hers off for 4 or 5 hours sometimes. It's a different power company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, APS, you got
in the same
SRP.
city?
Yeah, you got SRP and APS in Phoenix.
Yeah,
The
because she
Salt
has a
River-
different.
Yeah, one is the Salt River Project, and the other one is the Arizona Public Service Company. Yeah.
And I have the gas out of Nevada, Southwest.
Nevada?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, Southwest. Yeah.
Yes, in Arizona. I had it in California too.
Man, these damn things are not cheap. Shit. Yeah, Gary, they gonna get some money out of you with that. These Generexes are not cheap, dog. You start
No,
at about,
I seen those, but they said that one on the TV. I think they said that was like $2,000. That particular one, but I don't
so
know
you
what
need
it
at least 12,000 kilowatts. Yeah, to run a house. Yeah. Gary, don't get scammed, by the way. I'm selling the Brooklyn Bridge. They have 24,000 kilowatts for a good price. Where they sell that at, Mr. B? I don't use play box solar generators. Not enough power stored. It's cheaper to easily build your own off-grid system like I have now. Well, you got to know what you're doing, Mr. Wayne.
Yeah, you do.
You
I
can
know
be
some
doing
people do it themselves because they know how to do it though.
Yeah, air conditioners, you need power. Mr. B got a gas generator. See, I don't want to mess with gas. I don't want to mess with.
See, my house has, Markel, I have both gas and electric. My air conditioner is gas. I have a gas water heater, but I have an electric stove and I have a electric dryer. But I also have the gas hooked up. They're like fairly new, and I'm not gonna just go spend money just for a gas and get rid of something that's good.
Right. So they must have started out with everything gas in the house and then slowly started switching over to electric.
Because my mobile home, but like where my daughter is, you can't get it gas. You can't get gas. It's all electric. Most of these homes now is all electric. You can't get gas.
That's what they want. They want your ass hooked on electricity.
Yeah, but I still have I can still get hot water if the power goes out because of the gas.
Yeah, that's true.
And you can still cook if you got gas.
Yeah, but that's why I bought my little battery pack, Gary. Emergency situation. I won't be sitting somewhere in the dark. Damn that. With nothing. No, I'm good on that. I'll show you what this thing looks like. Well, what an example of what it looks like.
So can you run a TV and your computer off what you got?
I can run a TV. I can run my computer. I can charge up my computer. I can charge up all my electronics, but it's not enough to run like the refrigerator or the dryer or washing stuff. No. This is a little small portable pack I got just for emergencies only.
So what did you pay for that? About $1,300?
Hell no. I paid like $159 for that thing.
Oh, that cheap? Okay.
Yeah, it's just a little battery pack, Gary. It's 300 watts.
Oh, okay. Because the low wattage. Okay.
Yeah. Hell no, I ain't paying no $1,300. You know how much money it would have cost me to bring that here? Yeah. No. So you get something like this on your house. And it's not a gas. This is solar. It's pass through. So it's always on. So if your power ever goes out, you'll never
That
know
kicks
it.
in. That
Yeah,
kicks
you'll
in.
never know it.
Yeah, it just switches over. It switches back when your power comes back on.
Right. Yeah, you'll never know it without. But something like that gonna cost though. That buying
That's
it
like
and then
what,
the
4,000?
installation of it, it's gonna cost. Yeah, you gonna need to finance that dog unless you got a big savings.
Okay, he said, look at his page.
Lowe's and Home Depot, you can use large propane tanks. Man, I don't want to fuck no gas.
You trying to blow something up?
I'd rather have natural gas than gas. I have to have gasoline.
Now, give me the battery and a solar panel. I don't want nothing to do with gas because you got the opportunity for that to fail quicker. I'm just talking about a battery to store power from a solar panel, and all I'm doing is using the sun. I don't have to go get gas. I ain't got to go get nothing. I knew you were gonna come on, Mr. B, because you got to explain yourself.
Yeah, I gotta explain to okay. You can
Explain what?
you can get a natural gas
So we don't see your
generator,
feet.
but the thing is with that, now you got a feet fetish too. What's wrong with you? You freaking
I had to
like
get you. Hey, I watched that shit last night, Mr. B. I couldn't miss. I had to get in on it. That shit was hilarious.
Wait, I was going to say you've been watching too much of that Diddy stuff. But anyway,
No, I watched the show last night.
all right, they were talking about showing my feet. I was like, come on, man. But anyway, I was like, my man getting freaky deaky. But anyway, but anyway, if you get a gas generator, okay, you can get it gas / propane. That means you can get a large propane tank when you live way out in the rural areas where you can have them come out and do that. But then you can get a system where you have panels on top of your house and you have a large battery inside your home. Now those cost money. You got to put some money into that. And me, I don't think the amount of money you put into it, by the time I see the results, man, I'd be dead. Somebody else, to me, it's not worth it. Cost effective. But
do you know anything about the Telsa panels?
No, I don't know anything about that. All I know is the solar panels, the solar panels. You're gonna have to get so much power out of that because basically what you're doing is you're selling the power back to the power company. You're putting it back into the grid, and then they'll turn around and reduce the rate your
I
they'll reduce the
understand that
amount of
part,
money, and then when you need it, then they'll resell it back to you. You'll be using your battery inside your house. But with the gas generator, what happens is how your power turns on. I have an automatic transfer switch, which would I have a Kohler. Kohler costs a little bit more money because that's owner, and they're a little bit more expensive.
Yeah.
But what happens is because I have an automatic transfer switch that all of a sudden you won't know when the power goes out. They switch on that fast. I have mine for I have mine for like 20 years. But anyway, the thing is, you know, it's not going to cost that much when your generator comes on because the power is not going to be out but so long. But you can use them for a couple of days. But the thing is, if you're going to run a air conditioner on that thing, you better have a 12K and up and they don't
Oh,
cost
okay.
that they don't cost that much money. You can install it yourself, but
Yeah,
do it
this
yourself.
is a
But
14,000 watt right here or
but
five.
I wouldn't advise you to do it if you don't know if you're not know anything about gas, because you ain't got the right tool. You go out there with the wrong tool messing with
No, if
gas.
I ever did that, I would have somebody do it. I don't.
Yeah, because I used to, when I was younger, like 15 years old, I used to be a construction wire. So I know all about that stuff. So I put my panel in myself, and I label the wires. If you look at mine looks like it looks like something out of a electronic book. You look at it because the electrician came here. He said, "Man, I never seen a panel like that before." And I looked at him. I said, "I did it." He said, "You must have been a electrician prior to electronics." And I
Mm.
said, "Yeah."
Yeah.
So I did it. So I did it. I put it in myself. But basically, what I did was I did just lighting. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
the lighting and refrigerator and stuff like that, you don't have to
That's the
have
most
a
important thing. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, you don't have to worry about your freezer. That's what you're worried about. But the air conditioner, you better have a 12 at least a 12K and above, because when that thing kicks on, that's where that sucks all this, man. That sucks that power surge. You need that.
Yeah,
You
but you
need
can
that.
run your ceiling fans and stuff like I do too.
Oh yeah, yeah, man.
And
That's basically your ceiling fans. You just call it lighting. That's why I just call it lighting. Lighting, like your refrigerators, because I got three refrigerators. I did have four, but I have three refrigerators, and I got a freeze. I got two refrigerators, and I got a freezer. I used to have four, but I got rid of the other one.
what
But
do you have food for a year?
Goddamn
no,
Wally.
because because I don't play. I don't play around. I buy sometimes. I if I want to go out there, I get a half a cow, or I go get a pig, stuff like that if I want to. And if they have a big sale on some stuff, I buy in bulk. Like you buy cryovac, you buy a cryovac, it could be up to a large chunk of beef, a
Yeah,
side of
but you
beef.
have them cut it up like you want, right?
No, I cut it up myself.
Oh,
I
you
got
do
my
it
own knife.
yourself?
Yeah, I got my own knife. And you just have a vacuum sealer, seal it up, and put it in yourself. You don't have nobody have to do it. It's not hard. You just got to have the right knives and stuff, and just do it yourself. It's um I don't to me I don't see why people don't think that way, because you can cut it up yourself. Because usually when you get a piece of meat, sometimes you're gonna have to do some cutting on it anyway. You
Yeah,
understand
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
talking about?
yeah.
So
Super claws.
so if you get your own you get your own butcher knives, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, did you see that thing Barry sent in the WhatsApp group?
Nah, I ain't
Uh-uh.
checked it out. Mr. B, did you live with the Italians when you was in Philadelphia or Pennsylvania?
What's that?
Did you live down there with the Italians when you
Yeah, I was.
resided in Philadelphia?
Is he mafia?
I was brought up
Are
with
you
a lot of.
mafia?
I was brought up with a lot of Italians and
Yeah, because you're talking about you got a
Puerto Rican.
freezer for a half a cow?
Use it.
What the fuck?
That's what I was
Yeah.
talking about. What Barry sent. That's what I was talking about. That's
No,
what
I
I know.
don't.
Her
I
husband got to
don't
be
have
looking at her,
a. I have
looking
a
at her
upright.
stupid there.
I have an
That shit
upright
is
freezer.
disgusting, dude.
I have an upright freezer. An upright freezer. See, if you because I was used to, my mom used to go to the butcher. When she bought meat, she went to the butcher shop, like the slaughterhouse,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she walked in the back. She's an old Georgia girl. She walk in the back and pick which cow she want. by looking at them. She looked at the hood. She knew all that stuff because she's old country girl. She lived on the farm, so she knew all about that stuff. And she go in there and tell Charles. She said, "Charles, I want some of him." And she come back later on. He cuts it off, and then you got because when they cut the cow up and stuff, which they what they got to do is they got to cut that portion off. They got to hang it for. I have mine hanged to 12 to 14 days. So when they when they freeze it, hanging it, freeze and stuff like that, and then because anything past 12 days, you're gonna lose a lot of meat because it's gonna dry out. Markel know what I'm talking about. I don't. Markel may know what I'm talking about, but and then you have them cut. Then they'll cut it down for you, and then you can have it cut the way you want to. If you want to have steak or T-bone steaks or sirloins,
Yeah, they'll
it
cut
gets
the whole
into
thing for you and wrap it up.
yeah.
For
You
you.
got to
You
tell
pay
them. You
for
got
that.
to Yeah, you got to tell them how you do it. Because, like, just say, like, you go buy a cow, you go have the farmer raise it, and you pick which one you want, and he'll be a calf. And then once he gets grown, he gets fully grown and big. And, I like grass fed. I asked my daughter to go look at them, and she said no. It don't bother me. When I look at cows, I see
How
meat.
you like
That's all
grass fed when they feet don't touch the ground?
No, I can't afford those that are fed that way. Nope, that's too much money. That's too much money. Hey, look, if I had that kind of money, shoot, man. But anyway, I like grass fed because if you look at the grass fed and the corn fed, the fat on the grass fed, you can chew and eat that just like meat, and I don't eat it. I don't like fat anyway, but
It's different.
on the corn fed, because when you feed a cow corn, he has like several bellies. He cannot digest corn. So they have to give him all these antibiotics and hormones.
Well,
Oh
humans
no.
can't digest corn either, though. Corn is not
Oh,
digestible.
there's no corn's not digested by any fish can't digest it. That's why they don't allow you to eat fish with corn anymore because they can't digest it. Corn is just about I don't think any animal or human can digest corn properly because it's non-digestible. But anyway,
Where does it
uh
go at? That's just still in my gut.
Yeah, Pat, you
corn
never.
if
It
you
passes through.
Pause.
if you ate some corn, corn does not digest inside your stomach. But the acid is not powerful enough. But what I'm
Loki, you
just
been
saying,
eating corn?
but my
That's
but
all
my
he
but,
eats.
but my point is this, like, cows and stuff like that, like you get a piece of meat and all of a sudden it's really, really greasy, then that means that was probably
Corn.
corn fed. But sometimes you got to watch out. Sometimes they'll put on their organic grass fed, and what they'll do is they'll finish them off. They'll finish them off with corn. Are you following what I'm saying?
Oh,
And they
okay.
can get away with that and put a label on there and say that's grass fed.
All right, Mr.
But
D, so
but
it's $15,000 Wagyu right there for you, full blooded.
the hey,
Damn, Japanese
hey,
full blood.
Markel, can you adopt me?
Shit, no.
Get some of that. I eat some wagyu. I eat some wagyu every day. But but they got all different types of cows and stuff like that. They
Hold on,
got
Yeah,
hold
all.
but
on.
lot of people don't
Hold
buy.
on. I can't let that go by. Did this grown ass man ask another grown man to adopt him?
Hey man, got all that money. Hey, shoot, man, got all that money.
Holy shit! And as if you don't.
Hey,
Come
let
on,
me explain.
Mr. B, you barking up the wrong tree, man.
Hey man, hey man,
Oh,
I was just saying.
he can just
But
leave it in your will, in his will for you.
but all I'm just saying.
You want to be Doc's son?
but getting back to the food and stuff
Markel,
like
you
that.
gonna make sure you
I
show
like
his
that.
feet?
I like that good. I like that. Like pigs and stuff like that. And then you got grass fed. You got grass fed
I ain't too
chicken.
fond of the swine, Jack. I ain't too
Grass
fond of the
fed.
swine.
No, I'm not talking about a swine. I'm talking about grass fed chickens.
You said
You got
pig. You
grass
said the oink
fed.
oink. You
Well,
said the
well,
oink
you
oink.
got yeah, they got those too. But I'm just saying that if the most of the animals you get, if they're grass fed and stuff, they're not going to be big as fat as the other stuff. They're going to be a lot smaller, and the meat is going to be a lot different.
Man, these
And then
motherfuckers
it comes down. Then it comes
Yeah,
down to how
crazy,
long.
crazy, son.
Then it's
Hey,
going
you
to
should
come
be
down.
you should be preaching to the opposite sex because we all got it here, brother. You should be teaching that to the opposite sex.
Oh,
They need to
goddamn,
get
man.
that grass fed food.
Is
When
that
you talk
Tony?
about when you talk about
Yeah.
opposite sex, you're not
God damn, that
you're
motherfucker
not
set up choppers on him.
you're not smart enough.
You don't know what the opposite sex means? There's only two of them. Well,
Hey, still,
I only know
Well,
two of them.
all I'm saying is to this. I'm
that
saying
motherfucker got a set of
I
teeth
said,
on him.
Hey,
I'm like,
Delta Dental.
I'm like,
What Barry be finding this shit, man? Holy shit. I'm sorry,
It-
Mr. B. I apologize.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't buy it that way like you do because one, they don't have the freezer, and they don't
The
have the money
space.
to pay for that.
no, it's lack of knowledge. That's what it is.
It's lack of funds. What the fuck you mean lack of knowledge?
Yes, it's lack of knowledge.
Lack of funds.
Wally, I'm
Sir,
going to translate
sir.
you for a second.
Where you at?
Go
Where you at, Wally? You can go to a farm and you can get it real cheap down there.
Just
Where
go
you
ahead,
at? Come on,
soup.
man.
That's what old Barry said.
Oh, good lord.
That
Go buy
motherfucker
a pig, Wally.
Nope, not me.
got a
Nope.
set of teeth on him. Damn.
He tried to give me PTSD again. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to go to sleep.
Hey, man. Barry sending some stuff about that trial, Mr. B. But I'm some freaky ass people right there, bro.
Oh man. When I was hearing some of that stuff, man, I was like, you got to be kidding me. I was like, oh man. Never heard nothing like, man.
So there's no
Shit,
doubt in my mind now that P. Diddy went all
He
kind of
had-
ways.
What he did, see, what I can understand is I'm not gonna beat up on her because he has a lot of money and a lot of power. And when she tried to get away from him so many times, he sent his guys out to get her and bring her back. It's almost like a pimp, you know what I'm saying? He brought her back, and then she tried to run away, and then
That's not what he on trial for, Mr. B. That's not what he on trial for.
and then they sent. Well, they could. That's all. That's not what he's on trial for. But they can talk.
No,
But they can't.
it's
They can't
irrelevant. It's
visit.
irrelevant.
They can't visit that. What do you mean is irrelevant? He beat the crap out of that. They put that in there, right?
Is he
No.
being charged for domestic abuse?
He's not being charged for that, though.
No, that's
Is he
not one
being
of the
charged for assault?
Right.
He's
What they're
not being
doing is
charged for assault or sexual abuse.
no. But what I'm just saying is this: they're painting a picture. That's what the
yeah.
process.
They're
That's
trying
what
to
they
make.
do.
They're painting him to be the devil.
That's right.
Yeah,
They're painting.
yeah, but
They're
wait
painting.
till the
they're-
defense come back though, and how they gonna
You
they
can
gonna
Wally.
they gonna fuck around. They gonna fuck around and lose this case
Wally.
if they sold you on that.
Wally.
Go ahead.
Wally.
Go ahead.
Them
Go ahead.
lawyers. Wally. Them lawyers are very smart. They know what's going to play to certain people, and they're gonna
See, but-
and they're gonna and they watch those jurors. When those jurors
The
stop what
counter
they're
to that,
doing,
though, Mr. B, is he got a high-powered defense team.
well,
A very high powered defense team.
He's got a very
But-
high-powered
That's
defense
gonna
team.
Yeah,
break that shit. That's gonna break shit down.
I know, I understand that, but what I'm just saying is this: the government, they got some high powered lawyers too. But another thing, what I'm saying is this: he ain't got Johnny Cochran, man.
No,
He got
Johnny
he got the
Cochran.
next best thing.
You look
He
at
got the
like
next
go look
best
at the lawyers
thing.
that he got on his team and their success rate in these type of cases.
Yeah,
He
no.
got the next. He got the next best motherfucking team.
like this. He got an A team. He
Who's
got
on
the
that?
B team.
Who's
He
on
got
that?
an A
Who's
team.
on? I want to see them. I want to see them jurors. That's what I want.
Well,
I
the
want to see
jurors,
them.
I mean,
Oh no, no,
the
no,
jury, you already know what
no,
the jurors look like. I mean, that's
no.
not.
Let
You don't need
me.
to see the
Yes,
jurors.
it
You already know
is.
what that
Yes,
jury's
it
made
is.
of.
Man, they are
Them jurors,
speaking.
there's no young people on that jury.
They're
That's what I'm saying. You already know what that
speaking. Now
jury
let
looks
me.
like.
Now let me explain something to you. They are talking to the jurors.
They've been
They know what they're
talking. The
doing.
jurors been talking.
That's all they've been
You.
doing. That. Why you think the government's been releasing all this information? There's
Well,
nothing new that
all
hasn't
them
been
just
known.
saying. All them just saying this. When there's a trial, who are the lawyers speaking to? They're not speaking to the judge. They're
He's
speaking
speaking
to
to
the
the
lawyer.
jury. No,
I
speaking
mean,
to the
That's right.
jury.
The
that's
jury.
one.
Right.
That's one on one.
That's right. That's
They
right.
He's
obviously that's
speaking
what
to the
saying. You look
jury.
at that jury. There's no
And
young
they
people on that
know,
jury.
and why I say they paint a picture, and they know when they see them how they move, how they act, and that's how they keep shaping their case. Or if they don't see them move a certain way, then you'll see them pivoting to
Well,
something
they
else.
But so
putting
here's
on their
here's another thing. Here's
they're
another
putting on
thing.
their case now, but everything that the defense is going to do is going to just try to discredit everything that they
It's
put
going, it's
forward.
going to discredit. It's
Right.
going to discredit the
Oh,
shit
they're gonna
that
try.
they made admissible in the court.
Oh
Like
yeah, they're gonna have their
first of all,
time.
I'm sure it was something signed when he settled in a civil suit with her. You know, and for her to come back
That's gonna play too. It's like, oh, you
with,
did all this.
with
Why are you
this.
doing that? Why you want the money
Now,
and not the criminal?
yeah, why did you get the money and now you doing this?
Oh, they can come back with a lot of things about him.
No, they're gonna expose the shit out of her, man.
They can do that all day
Yeah, but
long.
bro, they some
They can do.
ass people though, dog. If that
Yeah,
shit
see, but and the key to this though, none of this shit has been secret. Anybody, like I said, and the folks that they got on that jury, it's not a jury of his peers. These are a lot of bunch of old folks, but that's why they get rid of much of the young
Well,
people and people of his age group that knew about
I'm just
Diddy.
gonna tell you like this: old folks when
Are
they
set in
see
their
stuff
ways.
like
They
when
set in
they
their
see
ways.
when they
They set in their
see,
ways.
I understand that, but when they see that stuff and the way he's doing that, and he did it at several different locations, and he got tapes, he was videotaping, man. He
And
gonna
getting
be
that
in
tape,
But
trouble.
but
she
that
played
tape
her
is going
part
to
in that
help
shit
him in the
too.
long run too, because on
Yeah.
that tape, there's nobody being forced to do anything. It's a damn pornography tape. So that's what, like I said, so how they try to say he's going to get off on some of that stuff. Not everything. They're going to get his ass for being a motherfucking freak.
I'm just saying like this. What I'm saying is,
he ain't
he
going home.
is not walking.
They not even want to do
He is
that because he
he's not
gonna
walking.
plead the drugs.
He
He's
ain't gonna.
addicted. You know what I mean?
They ain't
So he
gonna
gonna
go for
plead to
that.
that. They gonna see it. He was trying to get help or whatever it might be. So
All
they're
right.
gonna.
Okay.
I think they're
All
going to get
right.
him on the racketeering charges.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to be able to get him on the sex
All right.
trafficking. I think it's
Or
going
the
to be the racketeering
prostitution.
and the RICO.
R. Kelly did the same thing. That wasn't me on the tape.
R. Kelly and what they got R. Kelly, yeah.
R. Kelly
They got
And
R.
where's
Kelly
R.
on.
Kelly right now?
R. Kelly and Pete Diddy is a whole different goddamn comment and a
What
goddamn
did they get R.
conversation.
Kelly on? What did they get him on?
Well, didn't they get him for underage kids or something like that in like different states, crossing the state line kids or some shit like that?
For having underage kids and they underage.
And I know, but there's more trials coming at him other than this one.
Yeah,
No, it depends
they're all civil. People are trying to get paid. This is the only criminal. Everything else is civil.
It depends on if fucking if Diddy get on the stage and he start talking about his peers and you know the people that's in his circle. You know, it might spider web.
He tell
it might spider web to get that time reduced.
R. Kelly's in prison for 20 years for child sexual abuse.
Children. That's what they
How,
got
how
him
come
on.
he didn't get life?
Not only,
This
but
not
like I
what
said,
they
and then
charge.
too,
That's not what they charging Diddy with.
Diddy don't have
Again,
underage.
and
Like I
and
said,
and,
the,
and,
This
the
is
tape is
and,
gonna the tape is
this
gonna
is
hurt him,
just
but
this
it's
is
gonna
just
help him
a
in the long run as far as the
let me explain something to
trafficking
you.
charges.
This is
no,
part
he got an
of this.
additional comma in his bankroll. That's
Let me,
going.
yeah, I understand that, but what I'm just saying is this: if you think that prosecution is finished and they don't got other stuff that they're gonna come at him with, yeah, I'm telling you right now,
But
they ain't
well,
gonna
see,
they
but
ain't
that's
gonna
the
let him
thing
go.
though. They're not bringing nothing new that has not already been put out.
It don't
Okay,
matter.
Exactly.
Yes, it does.
so
Long
They
It,
had
if he
nothing else
break
to bring to the table.
it
if he
absolutely
breaks the
does when he starts to put his defense together. He's still going to jail.
if
But
he
once
broke
he
a law, if he broke a law, he going to jail.
look, P. Diddy's charges are racketeering, conspiracy, 2
those
charges
was
of sexual trafficking, 2 charges of transportation to engage in prostitution. That's his charges.
That's
yes,
what I said
and like I
before. He
said,
gonna
man,
get
that's why I
charged.
said
He gonna be
the
charged being.
racketeering and the
They're gonna
conspiracy
get.
is what
They're
he's
gonna
going to get.
charge him. What did I say at the beginning when I first said it? They're
They
gonna
already
charge
charged
him.
him. They ain't no.
What? No,
He
no.
just
What I'm.
read the
What?
charges.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is they're gonna handle him like he's a pimp. That's all I'm
That's where the
saying,
racketeering and the conspiracy comes in at.
and that's what I'm saying.
And
How many? How
you're
many
not
pimps are
listening
put?
because I
Yes,
said
I
they're going
am.
to get him. No, because I said that's what they're going to get him on the
Yeah.
racketeering and conspiracy. Because the videotape is going to clear him of the trafficking because what nobody brought there against their will. Now the shit that went on, that's what it said. That's it's going to hurt him. It's going to help him. It's going to get him off those sexual charges, but he's going to get the fucking racketeering and the conspiracy because you got the fucking tape.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm gonna say it like this: pimps have women, and they don't, they don't, they don't make them do whatever. They could leave and all that kind of stuff. I'm telling you, man.
What does that have to do with
They
anything,
gonna
Mr.
get
Big?
him, man. They gonna get him. They
What do you
gonna
mean
get him.
Nobody was
it's
held
bad?
against
What
their
was
will, though,
it
Mr. B. That's the thing.
bad? Yeah,
Okay. All right.
that's
Nobody,
what
he didn't handcuff him.
take
He
the
didn't
pimp
kidnap
out the
anybody.
equation.
Okay.
He didn't kidnap anybody. People were willingly going to these damn parties.
Take the pimp out the equation.
Like I said,
Okay.
people have been going to these parties since the early 90s.
They're gonna show Exhibit 1 when she tried to leave and he kicked her and beat her and said, "Get back in
That's
the
not
room."
admissible. That's not admissible.
Okay.
They already done ruled against that. They already got that. But the fact is that it's already been put out. You can't
Then
unsee it.
he's not being charged for
No, he's not. He don't have a domestic violence
assault
charge.
or
But
domestic
two,
violence.
it's not being. They can't show that video in the court, but it's already been shown. So the people already done seen it, but they can't
So
introduce that into the trial right now.
They already seen
The
it.
judge
They already
ruled
made
on
up
that.
their
It's
mind.
inadmissible. Huh? But they
They've
already
already
done
made up
seen
their
it, so
mind.
they don't have to. They don't have to. We already know that tape is
Yeah,
there. We
it's
already know.
staying in their mind. It's staying in their mind.
Yeah, but they
that's all
can't.
of that's
So
why I
what they can't
said
use, and they're gonna get
that's
That
why
show
they can use
assault.
that.
They showed assault and domestic abuse, and he's
all I'm
not being
saying is
charged for that. He's not being charged for that.
all I'm saying is that those lawyers gonna paint a picture and they know what they doing.
Which
Nobody
lawyers?
they don't, but you assume
The
that he got a
prosecution?
team of lawyers that's
Yeah.
not gonna, because you know how the government beats people. People they take pleas. The government don't nearly go to trial because the folks take pleas. They take Alfred pleas. That's why their case is so high, because people plead out, not because
He
they get in
already
court
he
and
already
get a
tried
conviction.
he already tried to plea out and they said nope.
When did he
No,
try
he
to
wanted
plea?
to say he said this is the trial.
Tried to
He
plea
never
out.
tried to plea out. He never tried to plea out.
He tried to
Okay.
get a
He said he
reduced
wasn't going
bond.
to
He didn't try to
trial.
plea. He ain't-
Okay.
You
All right.
can't get a plea until you go to trial. They offer you something.
You sure you know how
Now, what he tried to do
this
was he
this
tried to
shit
get a
work?
bond, and they
You
said
can
no to that.
plead you can
You sure
plead to
not?
certain
You sure how
charges and get
this
off.
justice system work? You
Okay.
sure you know?
I don't know. You a lawyer, Wally.
No, I'm
Used to
asking
be a
you because
lawyer.
you just
No,
said
you
something
don't
that
ask me.
was
Don't
in
ask
left
me.
field.
Don't
No, I'm
don't
not.
ask me.
I
Don't ask me,
won't. I
Justice Wiley.
won't.
You
Justice
From
can't
this
you
Wiley.
point
can't
forward, I won't
I
you
because
don't know
can't
nothing, Justice
you don't even
Wiley.
know how the
I'm
law
just
works.
you cannot
I'm
offer a
just
plea until they
Justice
offer you
Wiley.
a
Go
deal.
ahead.
You
Okay.
did the government offer him a deal?
Not yet.
No, he tried to get a deal.
You
No.
that's not how that works.
No,
That's not the question.
They have to
I asked.
offer it.
The question was, did they
The
offer him a deal?
his lawyers can go to the prosecution and say, hey, here's what we could they could
Hold on.
they could
Before
try
you
it.
make this, before you
The
make a
key,
statement, listen to yourself. Listen
what's
to
the
yourself.
question I asked? The question I asked you, did the government offer him a deal? That is the question.
No, the government don't have to offer him a
I didn't
deal.
ask you
No.
if they had to. Stop. Answer the direct question. Is a yes or no?
Yes or
Did they offer
no?
him a deal? Not what they have to do, what they
No.
can do. That is not the question.
No, they're
The
not gonna
question
offer him
is,
a
did the
deal.
government
No,
offer him a deal?
no, because they got enough
Then
stuff. They
then
feel
okay,
they got enough stuff to prosecute him.
but that does was that what did they always have enough to prosecute people? That's why they brought the charges. If they got enough, they don't bring charges if they don't got enough to prosecute you.
Y'all,
I mean that's common sense. You can't offer I can't offer you a plea. I can't plead to something unless you offer me something to plead to.
No, you can offer
No, you
something that you
cannot.
gonna plead to. No,
No,
can't.
you can't. What you cannot until they offer you a deal. Then you can offer
You
then
can't.
you can come up with a plea. They
What
give
are
you
you
the plea.
pleading on?
They
What are
say,
you?
"Can you plead to this?" You can't just say, "I'm going to cop to this." No, that's not how it works.
And what happens is your lawyer advises you that they look. They probably gonna come back
Okay,
with
now
this
let's say,
plea
Barry,
deal or
what did they
whatnot.
offer him?
Barry
Your
What
just
deal
lawyer,
was
said
offered?
they offered him a deal and he refused it.
Okay,
so you
and I
taking it
asked
to
that
trial.
question. What did they offer him? What was the plea? What was the deal that they offered him? That y'all saying he offered a deal? That's the first question I asked. Did they offer him a deal? That was a yes or no. You said no, and Tommy is saying they
No,
did.
no,
No, they
because that was
did.
no.
They did because he refused the deal and he wanted to take this shit to trial. So I don't know what they offered him.
Okay, so that's what I asked. That's
No,
Markel.
that's
Am I
what.
crazy? Am I
Yeah,
crazy?
you
Isn't that
are.
the
No.
question I asked?
You crazy the bed bug.
no.
Still, you
Isn't
crazy the
that
bed
the
bug.
question I asked? And
According to
it
this,
goes back to what I said. You can't offer a plea if they don't offer you a deal. If they offer him a deal, then yes.
I don't know,
Then
man.
yes.
Look. In about 2 hours, go check out Setting Nash channel. He got the most up to date shit on what's going on with the
Oh,
shit.
right now the only thing they're doing now is sensationalizing the charges against him. I mean, this is par for the course. Why you think they've been leaking everything's leading up to the start date? The video getting leaked. The government had possession of that video getting leaked. Why would it get leaked? You trying to prep the battlefield. You convicted him in the court of public opinion, and it goes back to this is everything that they're doing has never been a secret about the shit that goes with Diddy. Never been a secret since motherfucking 1996.
No, they've been
97.
they've been trying to get him for a while.
But nothing that he's been doing since 1996 has been a secret. Nothing.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is they've been trying to get him for a while.
Again, nothing
they
has been a
offered him
secret.
deal still, and he rejected it, but they don't say what the deal was, what they offered him.
Okay, so then that goes back to my original thing. Okay, you can't plead to something until they offer you a deal.
Well, I agree. Okay.
That's all I was saying.
All right. You got it there. Still,
But this is above Diddy.
I stand corrected. Can we move on?
Hey, remember, there's levels to this shit. It's above Diddy, man. Like, you know what I mean? He freckled upon a certain goddamn somebody up there.
That RICO charges. That
He
RICO charges.
freckled some fellas. He freckled some fellas.
That RICO charge, that thing can go all over the place.
Exactly. That's the catch-all. They go to that RICO charges. Hey, That's what
And
they
long,
use.
long as he stay where he at, you know what I mean? As far as I don't know if he in PC or what, you know what I mean? Like shit gon' if he get on that
Yeah,
stand, it's gonna come out.
and obviously you must be getting high, free thinker, because I said he going to jail. I ain't defending Diddy. I told you he was going to jail. See, you've been to them Diddy
Because of
parties.
SBA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, free thinker,
I thought this was your homie.
well,
Cause
no, free thinker he been to them Diddy parties. He got stock in
Why
that
you don't
baby
never tear him
Johnson and
up?
Johnson.
Why you don't never tear him up?
Hey, I guarantee you, free thinker got Johnson and Johnson in his stock portfolio.
Tear him the fuck up and tell us all about it, man.
Johnson.
Hey, you got Johnson and Johnson in his stock portfolio.
Put our assumptions to rest, man. Let us know what's going on out there. That was going on out there at them
Hey,
them free
Markel,
bars.
he got take that on the back of his jersey.
Take that.
Take that on the back of his jersey.
And he got I'm a bad boy in the front.
Oh,
Hey man, it looks like I need to start watching this trial. That trial sounds crazy as hell.
Oh, it is. Like I said, he's not going home.
No, he ain't. No, he ain't. No, he ain't. They ain't gonna let him.
March 1st of 2024, he confirmed that they offered him a deal and he rejected it. You can go Google it. It's all over. It's all over the papers. They offered.
Hey, listen, he had a tunnel to goddamn Hugh Hefner's house, man, and y'all know how many young Snoop monies was through there and all types of.
I'm telling you now, if you Hefner was alive, he'd be the next one getting charged. If Hugh Hefner was alive, he'd be the next one getting charged.
Yes.
He confirmed in trial that he was offered a deal and he rejected it. He was offered a plea deal. This is May 1st, 2025. He was offered a deal. He rejected it.
And this motherfucking goddamn Caucasian, excuse me, Barry, but he was in his 80s or 90s or some shit like that.
Yeah, no, just the shit that just the
that
stories
came
out of what he was. The stories that's coming out now, how them girls was getting raped on Playboy Mansion. That's what I'm saying. If he'd have been alive, he'd be the next one catching cases.
Yep, and then like all that shit.
The Abercrombie and Fitch dude, the CEO Abercrombie and Fitch. His charges
he likes boys though.
Yeah, his charges with little boys, but he got the exact same charges as Diddy. The exact same charges. I'm not sure if he had the RICO. Do we have the RICO charges?
Probably because he was a different, where he got caught in a different state or something like that.
Man, they need to get an updated picture with it showing when it's gray hair and all that shit.
Yeah, they both was in New York. It was the same state, New York.
Oh yeah, it was. Wow.
Yeah,
but Diddy had, what was that? It was Diddy had where was all his mansions at?
No,
in Florida. It was in
one in Miami,
California,
Los Angeles.
It was
New
in
York.
Chicago.
Calabasas. Calabasas is in New York. He had 3 of them.
Calabasas is in California.
Mr. Wayne,
New York, Calabasas in California, and Miami.
Calabasas is in California.
Yeah.
You know the one, the Southern District of New York. When they bring charges on you, boy, I'm telling you right now.
That was that DA that did it.
You ain't getting off.
That was the DA that did it.
They always say they get their man. You ain't getting off them charges with Southern District of New York. Man, dude, when they bring something, oh man, they got it. They got you.
Yeah, I might agree with Wayne because he said that wasn't a deal. That was a plea innocent or guilty deal. That's not a plea deal.
No. They offered him a plea deal.
They said, and what type to plead guilty or?
No, they offered him a deal ahead of the trial. He refused. He rejected it.
What was the terms of the deal, though?
I don't know what the terms were. Nobody reported the terms of the deal.
Yeah, that's the deal. Because if he's saying they say you got to plead guilty to this, that's not a plea deal. That's a
No,
plead
they
guilty.
can't.
We're gonna take some time off.
They can't disclose that because that could be. They don't want to say
He said it
that
open
could be
court.
hold that against them.
He rejected a plea deal ahead of the sex trafficking.
Right.
They
They
offered
Yeah,
him
can't
no,
say that. They can't say what it is in court because that can hold. They can hold that against them, or
I think they
so what
probably
they
wanted him
probably
to
try to do it, what they
get
probably
an
try to
attorney.
do is throw out probably a charge or two, you know what I mean, and say, hey, you pleaded this.
I mean, when they
You
do
know what
that,
I
they
mean?
probably tried to make him an informant, wanted him to turn. That's
Oh
what that
yeah,
sounds like.
on the next level up, yeah.
That
well,
sounds
they
like a
got.
five. That sounds like a
Oh yeah,
5K
they
one.
got. Yeah, that's right. There's probably some others that I
Because
think
if
some
not,
other
we got
big
enough.
fish.
We got enough evidence that the motherfucker sit you down for a couple years.
They got some big.
Yeah,
They
that
got
sounds
some
like a
big fish.
5K one, a
They
profit
got
deal.
some big. They got some big fish to fry.
Yeah. So that's why I said I honestly believe if Hugh Hefner was alive, he'd be the next one in the shoot. Because he would definitely get those racketeering and conspiracy charges because they built the business off that shit.
Yeah. Hey, you
Yeah,
keeping up with this Nuggets and OKC game still?
Yeah, I got my TV on it.
dude, if you look at this artist drawing of what Diddy look like now, he looked nothing like the
Hey,
image that they put out
They
there.
got gray
yeah.
Yeah, because
Hey,
they
man,
probably.
he ain't got no Beijing in there.
and he losing weight because he's stressed out.
Well, he eating Jack Mac
He,
now. He ain't
nah,
eating
he ain't got
Yeah.
he ain't got no greasing. He ain't got no greasing. he
I mean, he is straight good. God damn.
Well, you
ain't
got
got
to
Yeah, he
no
lost
realize
a lot of
grease.
he's
weight.
damn near 60. What, he like 57, something like that?
And he been down for what? A half a year? He been in the box about
Anybody
a half a
got
year,
no
right?
dye?
A little
He ain't got
longer?
no dye to put in that shit. It is
Hey,
growing
Ain't
out.
got no
No.
ain't no Beijing in the county.
he ain't got
No.
he ain't got no greasing. He ain't got no greasing.
Now
He
we
ain't got
all
no
know he could get it, but I'm sure he repping that grace. Like, look, man, I'm old, man. Let me just go ahead and come on home, man.
Hey, that's,
Like,
hey, you get that guilty look. Hey,
there's certain things in prison they won't let you
and
have.
I'm just saying,
I don't know
image,
nothing about
and
that. I ain't
again
never been to prison.
with that
hey,
money, you know what I mean?
Hey, I'm assuming they ain't got Beijing in prison because you got to get that from the stove.
Because they're gonna
oh,
do
it
timelines.
is
They're gonna do timelines on far as okay, this
55.
happened back in this
He's 55
part.
years old.
Uh,
I just want to see how much stuff is actually going to stick.
You ain't got
they,
no wall. Hey, Markel,
y'all gotta remember.
there ain't no Walmart in prison.
No.
Y'all gotta remember that
Hey,
they're gonna bring his mother into the shit too. Like you know what I mean, like their relationship was kind of
he ain't getting no
goddamn.
salaries in commissary. Ain't no salaries in commissary.
Hell no.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Dog, federal prison too. Eesh.
Nah, you ain't. Hey, I did a survey in a federal prison. I'm gonna tell you right now. Nah, he ain't getting none of that. In a federal prison, those rooms are 8 feet by 8 feet, and all they have is a metal toilet, a metal sink, a metal mirror, and then all of a sudden, there's no privacy. Whoever's in the room with you, they're gonna watch you do your thing. And
I'm
them
gonna
and them
tell
and
you,
those and them
he gonna get off.
when those
Nah,
doors close. I remember one
they
time that
they don't
I
put
was
too
doing an
much
air
negative press out
survey.
there for him to get off.
I was
He
doing the
gonna
air
get off
survey.
on drug addiction.
No,
No, that ain't.
they ain't gonna say you from no Rico.
Drug addiction. No, you ain't gonna get
Huh?
off on no. You ain't gonna get off on no drug addiction. You can sit
Drug
there and
addiction
say
ain't
that.
gonna
You
save you
said
from no. That's not gonna save you from no Rico.
no. Nope. All that money he got. Nah, drug addiction. No.
Because it had the fucking look at the Young Thug trial. Had the fucking prosecution did a halfway decent job. He'd have to be sitting in jail right now.
Again,
They
still,
got so many fucking.
as I said earlier, Puff got a whole nother common. You know what I mean? And this and this bank
Taking
account.
pills. Oh,
They
what
built
the hell?
for the conk.
Damn.
When you sitting on a Billy, you know what I mean,
Shit, that
versus
was good pills.
instead of sitting on motherfucking, maybe 10 mil or 20 mil, you got a motherfucking billion. I
They
mean,
and that
that shit.
in that federal prison, only thing they do is walk around in circles. I remember I was doing an air survey in there, man. One of them things. It was, hey, I was like, and my man was trying to get me to do a survey in as
Y'all
far as the
agree or
prison
no?
after they were charged. I said, I'm not going in there. Before the ones that were charged, they're not gonna mess with you because they got to go to court. They ain't gonna do nothing to you. But afterwards, nope. They'll snap your. He told me this one dude will snap your neck and laugh. I said, nah.
Yeah.
I said, nah. Nah, I ain't going down that. I'm not going down there doing the survey. I said, all of them look the same. I said, nope. I'm not going in there. Oh man.
What y'all think?
And
What y'all think? Oh my goodness. Go ahead, Mr. B. Go ahead and finish up with your story.
no,
Yeah, so disrespectful.
well, let's hear your story, Wally.
I want
Wally,
Wally,
think about
Wally,
that.
Wally, you always flapping your jacks talking about your story. Go ahead. You
Wally
got
on
the
that
floor.
Brown and Ford Loco.
Go ahead, flap
It
them
ain't my
jacks.
story. It's not my story, Mr. B. You just be redundant, man. You be saying
No,
the same shit over
Tell
again.
him why you mad, son.
just go and flap
I
your
ain't mad.
jacks. I'm
I ain't
not
mad.
mad at you.
I was asking you what y'all think about that main man got another comment in his bank account versus all these cats is going through what they was going through. They maybe 10 million or whatever. This dude a
Hey, they
Billy.
gonna drain that. They trying to drain that bank account, baby.
He a Billy though.
Yeah, it don't matter. They gonna drain that bitch.
They seized all that stuff, man.
No,
They
they,
seized most all of his properties. They seized all that. Government and the cars, man.
no, they didn't. They did not him because his sons got all that shit.
Yeah.
His sons got it.
I don't
That's how
know
you
his
think. How
son.
you think if they were able to seize all that money, he wouldn't have the high priced lawyers that he got. He wouldn't be able to pay them. He would have a public defender. His sons,
You're a
they
hell of
didn't.
Wally.
He ain't on no retainer.
Yeah, they
Mm.
damn sure did. They ain't on no retainer.
That's what I'm saying. But he got the Billy though, so I
Yeah, they tried.
mean,
They they
I
took
just
his
want to see how
passport.
this spider
Because
web
you think about it,
motherfucking go.
if they seized all his stuff, then how was he still trying to offer to put up $50 million for his bail? If they seized all his assets, he wouldn't have had those assets to put up that money for his bail. The judge just denied him. And that's what the big stink was about. They denied his bail, but you got the Abercrombie and Fitch dude out on bail. And that was one of the big things that they came out there. They didn't get all his money. They got some of it. They didn't get it all.
Hey, as far as I can see, guys, he going to jail.
Oh yeah, he going to jail. I said he ain't coming home. I told you that. Diddy's not leaving that courtroom.
He's beating big rocks and the little rocks, and then turn around and make them sand, and they're gonna make
Like I
sand
said,
into big
but
rocks.
now
And
what
they're
I
going
do think, I think he's going to be able to beat those sex trafficking charges, but he's not going to beat that RICO because of those tapes. And even by Cassie's admission, what she said so far, there's nothing to say that he forced her to do anything. And it's some shit that she willingly did on herself. And then, like I said, she went and did the civil lawsuit to get that money, and you took the money. So that's why I say he's probably going to be able to beat those charges. But that racketeering and that RICO and that conspiracy, especially that conspiracy, you don't even got to. I just need somebody to say that you did this.
Hey, what
that was
about
a
the
lot
sex
of I ain't
trafficking?
gonna that
That
was a lot of
conspiracy and
baby
RICO
oil.
is not beaten.
That was a
What
lot of
about the
baby
sex
oil.
trafficking? Taking
Yeah.
the prostitutes across state line.
Yeah, he's going to beat that because they came on their own free will, and and there was multiple parties. it was nobody that he went in the handcuffs. You know, he was sending out fucking invitations, and
Mhm.
it was so.
I
Yeah,
You
don't
could have
think
declined. You could have declined the flight. You ain't had to fly
yeah,
out. You know what I mean? Like
that's the thing. They willingly went.
you
So you
weren't
can't.
forced upon your will. Like you chose to get on that flight to come out
I
to
don't know.
participate,
Yeah,
I
and you
don't
not only
know.
probably
that,
already
They
knew
may
what the
put
fuck was going down.
they may
Cause
put
that shit
somebody
out there
on.
like that.
Hey, it's still the
All
crowd can
right,
still happen. They
now
may
you
put
being
somebody on
Gary.
this.
Now you being Gary, Mr. B. I was talking while you. Can I finish
Go
my
ahead.
statement?
Go
no.
ahead.
Shit.
You say
Go
that
ahead.
about everybody, Wally.
So
Yeah.
he could
Wally
have
loves
flew
to flap
chips
his.
out.
Go ahead, flap your jacks. Go ahead.
This is why Wally off that brown. See, y'all gotta get Wally back to that green.
I'm not up the fucking ground. Like
He's
I,
smoking that
I
tar
listen.
tonight.
Listen, I give all y'all due
You
respect
got
on
that
this
black
panel.
tar
When
All
y'all
going,
right. Go
talk,
Wally.
ahead.
y'all come
You
in
got
first,
it. You got
I
the
back
floor.
off.
You
I'm
I'm
got
not
the
just fucking
floor.
talking
with you,
right
Flap
now.
your
Wally.
You cutting
jacks.
it again. But
You know
anyway,
you on
I
that
forgot.
brown.
I forgot. Yep, I forgot. I forgot. I was gonna say. Shit.
We gotta get you
Happens
with the
every
you see.
fucking
You
time.
gotta show me the
No,
green. You gotta show
this
me the
shit
green.
happens. I did last week. No, I'm not doing
See?
it no more because listen. No. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I watched the video today. Still, this idiot on social media. He got a pound of butt on his head, and he on live rolling. Yo,
Oh,
in
got
the
you.
video,
I got you.
listen. The video, the motherfucking ATF and DA kicked the door in. Put him on his fucking face. Come on, get that. Cause he
All
on
right, hey.
live. Yeah, I
All
mean,
right,
so
yeah. I ain't gonna Gary you. Gary was asking police questions on Sunday, so we ain't gonna
Yeah.
do that.
no,
Yeah.
but I show y'all sometimes.
Oh,
It be born.
you've been a suspect before. They hauled you in and put you under the hot light.
Hey,
Spotlight and
hey,
still
that
See,
EBT
that's why
they
I
put
asked
him under the
this your
spotlight.
homeboy still, because he be talking bull like EBT.
Hey, he said that EBT stand for extra brown trees. I'm just fucking with you, Wally. I know you be on that good stuff.
No. We cool because now I just figured out he's a fucking troll. So I figured it out. No, because he been targeting me a couple times and I'm seeing certain
Okay, I
shit.
didn't know
So
that.
that's why I asked him, if that's your homeboy. I ain't know if that was your homeboy or not. But I'm not gonna take shit personal no more because I see what he's doing.
No, he fucking with
I don't.
everybody. Bobby. He fucking with
He
everybody.
fuck with everybody. You see, he was fucking with me earlier.
No, I didn't see it. I wasn't knowing. When I jumped on, that's when I jumped on. I didn't know. But it's not the first week.
He be on Barry hard with that gooey back shit. He
It's
be
nothing
on Barry.
personal, Wally.
Cool.
We're just having fun.
You know, ain't nobody. Hey, everybody's a suspect.
Well, if you never came up and come on to the show and you got that much motherfucking shit to talk about, come on up and you put your
Yeah. You have to cam up if you want to talk shit.
Yeah,
No, he's always been in the comments though. He's always in the
but
comments.
if he coming up, he got to be fully dressed. Got to have clothes on.
That is a pre-rec.
But
He's the emperor with no clothes.
Because you just told me I'm on EBT.
That was more.
God damn.
Hey, that was
Extra
more
brown
than we wanted to
trees.
see. That's more than I wanted to see.
That's a shot fired. No, because I'm not going to keep on bringing the. Y'all know what I got. I said to myself, I'm not going to keep on doing that because shit. If the people go look at Markel shit and they see I'm promoting that shit, I want to kicking my door the fuck down. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
But look. But
Hey,
listen
Wally,
here.
I don't care about anything people say about me. So
It's around. It's around. I'm not talking to you, Gary. It's about you take personal.
Wally, you legally buying yours. You're not doing something you're not supposed to be doing.
Yeah, you got a card, right? You got a prescription card, right?
I told you my medical record and my VA medical records.
The answer is yes.
they they upped my shit because this was part of my disorder. So it legally says on my
Okay,
medical records that I have a cannabis disorder.
okay,
Yeah,
that's
you
all we was
good.
asking. Yes, yes.
And a gummy
We got you, Wally.
addiction.
No worries, no worries. We got you. Hey, he just, bro, everybody. He ain't got me. He got Steele. He ain't got Barry. He got
Hey,
Mr.
he was
Miles.
talking
He
shit
got
to me
everybody.
earlier. If you go up through the comments,
Hey, but
Yep.
Hey, Wally, tell Steele last night, Mr. Miles was tripping.
I
Oh,
see,
Sunday night,
Yeah.
I see
Sunday
some of
night.
the. I
He was
watched some of the
tripping.
Sunday
Yeah.
night podcast last night at
Oh
work.
man.
I was like, man,
Hey,
how they go live and I didn't know.
Oh
hey,
He
man.
was
I,
look
Steele.
me either.
Nah.
That's look.
Nah. He
I
got
dedicated for homework. Go
Hey,
ahead.
he
Go
got
ahead.
hey,
Mr.
Steele.
Mr. Miles. I told him to cam up, boy. He cammed up, boy. He came up. He came
Oh yeah,
right at
Mr.
Oh
me.
B.
yeah,
Hey,
Mr.
Steele.
B
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah, Mr. B
Mr.
did
B
that.
did it.
Oh, he
Steele.
came at me, boy. I
yeah,
knew
you
he was
must have
gonna
sent
do
the
it.
you must have sent the notification out after 4 o'clock because I
No,
went
he
to
was
work at
talking. No, he was
Sunday.
talking sassy. He was talking sassy like a little bro. That's what he was doing.
I was talking about when Markel sent the notification that they were gonna go, y'all was gonna go live on Sunday. I was
Hey,
at work.
Steele.
I ain't
Steele.
even catch that.
Mr.
I ain't
Miles
catch that.
confessed. You know what he
He,
confessed to?
he
Yeah, I
off
said, yeah,
chain.
he was on that weed, he was on that good
Yeah,
weed and
yeah.
alcohol.
That's first time. That's first time.
He said he was some Red Angels. What
And
did
he
he say?
said
Some
he
Red
only take.
Angels?
He said he only took one puff, and that
Oh,
did
he
him
was off
in.
the chain.
Hey man, Mr. Miles was slurring.
He
He
was
couldn't get his
unplugged.
words out.
He was
That's why he
unplugged.
Hey,
confessed.
that's why I came on and I said that to Mr. B about seeing his feet.
he was
Yeah, he showed his.
he
I
was
go. We
hey,
don't want to
he
see
was
that.
he was
Yo,
unplugged. He
he
was
had a
He
whole
was
unplugged.
fucking
on.
he had a whole clip loaded in his motherfucking jaw, man. He was taking shots.
He was unplugged. He was unplugged, boy.
Hey man, that
And
Elijah, what's it
Mike was
called?
only
Elijah
taking half
Craig.
of a shot compared
That
to
Elijah
you.
Elijah
Craig,
Craig.
yeah.
Boy,
I'm
he was.
gonna find me a bottle for Friday.
Oh yeah, your birthday is when? Friday?
Monday.
Monday. Okay.
What
My
you drinking on?
granddaughter's is Tuesday.
What you drinking on? You know what? I'm gonna go get me a bottle of Uncle Nair's for you. Go ahead. You my own.
Cool.
I'm
You
gonna
know
go
what? I
get
got a
them.
little bit left as we speak. I got like
Uh,
2 drinks.
huh?
I got like 2 shots left in my bottle of Uncle Nearest I got in the cabinet.
No, I'm just saying. No, whatever you drinking, you got some exclusive
No,
shit, but
I'm saying
that's
no.
what I'm
I'm
gonna
saying
buy.
I'm saying I got a little bit left too. I got a little bit of that left, Wilson.
I'm gonna shoot to the liquor side. Yeah, I told you I ain't been drinking liquor, man. I've been drinking all these four levels like you been telling me I've been drinking all the shit. You know what I mean? But shit, your birthday here. And look, this is my last motherfucking weekend as a single fucking father. You know what I mean? So I'm
Yeah,
gonna grab a
yeah,
bottle of that shit.
enjoy yourself. Yeah, because like
Hey,
next weekend,
let
not
me
this weekend
let me
coming up, but
let
the
me
24th, I'll
let me
be in
show you something. Let me show you something.
yeah, the 24th. I'll be flying to Tampa on the 24th.
Yeah, I remember saying that. Yeah.
Hey, Wayne. Hey, Wally lost his dragon. He got it back though.
I got him back. He's back in the building.
Oh, he said dragon fruit plants. My bad. Totally different. Oh, the small batch. That good old bourbon. Is that the one he had? The 1789?
I forgot what
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what he was drinking, I believe.
94 proof.
Yeah.
Damn. Hey, he was on it.
That's gasoline.
Bro, go grab this shit. This shit is smoother than a
What is that?
motherfucker.
Bolivar?
Boulevard. Yeah, you know, this is a dude that liberated Colombia, Venezuela, and I think Ecuador or was it Peru?
Was
What's
that
it
a
called?
rum?
This shit.
Is that a
What's it
rum?
Yes,
called,
the
Wally?
rum. Venezuelan rum. Boulevard.
See where can I
Is that
find that?
unopened, Wally?
Huh?
Has that? You haven't opened that yet, have you?
Yeah, that's how I know it's so smooth, Gary. I got to
Oh,
open the
okay.
motherfucker up.
You could have drank that before. You got it.
I can't recommend to my brothers on getting something that I didn't, and y'all know again I can't taste and I can't smell, but this is
How old is that one? Is that an 8-year rum?
yeah. I got the 8 on there. Yeah.
Yeah, they got one. They got it here at this Total Wine and More here, and I can go grab that from here.
Yeah, tell me what you think, man. That shit. Again,
Okay, yeah, they got it
shit.
here at the Total Wine and More.
That's where I got it. It was like probably it was under. It was like 36.
Yeah, they got it on sale right now for $29.
All right, there you go.
Okay. Yeah, it's in aisle 14, bay 22.
But see, look, Bolivar. He was like I said. He was a dude. He was the top dog for Venezuela, Colombia, and either was Peru or Ecuador. But he kept them together until they assassinated him and shit like that.
Well, he was a version of Che Guevara.
Yeah. In South America. Yeah. So Bolivar, when I seen that shit, I said,
Got
yeah,
to
let me
tie
try
in
it
with
out.
5 minutes left. Yeah, I got some Diplomatico. I had
Diplomatico.
I just had that damn. I paid like $282 for that Diplomatico. I had Reserve Select 25-year rum.
Yeah, he right.
Damn, boy, y'all be some drinking ass. Boy, what haven't y'all doing?
Hey, Doc, I'm about to say, motherfuckers still got a hell of a slush fund. Cologne and fucking liquor. God damn, dog.
Hey.
You got money. You got money.
I got God of Fire.
That's his investment, Wally.
Say what?
That's his liquor as an investment.
Not when you're drinking it.
God of Fire.
He probably has a whole wall full he hasn't even touched in the basement.
You invested in the destruction of your fucking goddamn liver? What the fuck? That's the only investment you get.
No, not yep.
Damn.
What's that?
That's in pesos.
2,900.
That's pesos. That's pesos.
Oh.
No, that's like probably like $40-$50.
Yeah, that's like $60 something. It's like $63.
Oh, that's what it costs in Colombia.
Yeah, Gary, ain't no damn $263,000 no shit coming out of Venezuela. Hell no. What?
But they do got one that's like $300 that I had. I drunk it last. I had it. You remember that rum I had last year? That's the one.
Oh yeah. That was that bottle.
Hey Tommy, any reason you ain't jumping on the panel?
I think he's working tonight.
But confirm or if that's the case. I thought. Nah, shit. I don't know. All right. Well, working. You understand, brother.
Well, you know Tommy's gonna have that big ugly ass cigar talking shit.
Nah, because Mr. Miles ain't said nothing, so he's safe tonight. He's safe. Mr. Miles ain't motherfucking chimed in.
Mr. Miles is probably
Mr. Miles on his meds. He on his meds. Yeah, he on his meds. He on his meds.
He's probably been asleep since the other day.
He down for 36.
Hey man, when he turned that light off, yeah, I knew then he was done. He was cooked.
And them shots.
Man, I'm telling you, he took about 30 shots.
He was on them bitches back, wasn't he? Hold on, I'll be right back.
He took one for everybody in America.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah,
Which
I was
did
surprised
which
the story he told
which
me.
did which did nothing but encourage me to drink more. And I know I still got homework to do. I'm like, God damn it, man. Why in the hell do I got my notifications turned on? And this dude got a podcast tonight going on. I said, man. So you got me. You got me this time. But
Nah,
yeah, no, my shit gonna be done by Friday.
nah, Mrs. Miles had all y'all coming out.
See, I told
You
you
go get
Barry
some.
working, man. Barry at work.
Yeah,
Okay.
Love and Freedom event to come out with
yeah.
some.
Mr. Miles confessed he's called one
What
puff
you doing?
Miles.
You doing DoorDash? You doing DoorDash or one of them type
Who?
things? Or
Who?
Barry? Barry.
DoorDash. He work at Boeing.
Yeah, they work at Boeing.
I thought he got laid up. Shit, I thought he got laid
Well, that was
off.
done. Remember, they was on strike for a while.
Okay.
They
And
went
then they
back.
He
went back.
didn't he didn't get laid off? Oh, okay.
No,
All right.
no.
Okay,
Well,
my bad. But I thought you got laid
aren't they
off.
supposed to be laid
Door,
off some people?
Hey,
DoorDash.
still, he said Mr. Miles was singing them shots like a man whose wife left him.
Make it a
Yeah,
double.
they call
Make it
one
a
puff Miles.
no. Make it a double, Earl. She wants to fuck. Y'all remember
Y'all
mine?
dashing for the airplane door. Shit.
Y'all remember Run Tell that when
That's
Mars said
what
make it a
the
double,
one that
Earl.
came off. That's the one he
Yeah.
put on.
Yeah, Barry probably taking a break, smoking one of those Cohibas. You smoke cigars, Wally?
Only red dots.
What's the difference?
Cohiba. That's the top dog Cohiba. Because, and I say this, so I don't cigars. I'm so used to inhaling the the ganja shit. The ganja, whereas though if I'm not completely sober, if I'm drinking some cognac and I light up a cigar, if I take a puff of the cigar and I inhale it like I do the ganja, it blows it blows the whole, like my chest is on fire, like I'm coughing, like so I only do that like if I'm
Hey,
before
Wally.
I engage in. Can I finish, guys?
All right, go ahead.
The floor is yours. Go ahead. The floor is
Okay.
yours.
Have you ever been to any of those cigar clubs?
Yeah, I've been to a few of them all around the continent, man.
Yeah, because that's where they go and they drink and smoke their cigars.
But I only do it because my friends do it. I don't like that shit. I like to smoke. I like to smoke the ganja. So when I go to these to these cigar bars and stuff like that, I'm only going to hang out with my friends and see some beautiful executive females that's they come up there and they try to play their little masculine role and smoke a cigar too, but they really looking for.
Yeah, there's some women that smoke cigars too.
But they trying to solidify they little aura or whatnot. You know what I mean? It's kind of masculine at the same time. What's that?
That's that diplomatical that I got.
Put that in the chat, bro.
This was like $300 though.
Hey, Wally, you don't do gummies? Wally, you don't do gummies?
I do gummies. I do the pens, but
Depends. Diapers?
no. I go get it, but no, they call it a pen.
Oh, a pen. I thought you said depends. I'm like, what?
Okay, I may have screwed it. It's a pen that has
Depends.
some chemicals in there. Like this is what I use when I'm in my vehicle, but you know what I mean, because it does. But I'm at an age where I came up from. I'm used to the bud, but I have different options in the house. I'll just say that
Okay, gotcha.
if it makes sense.
Yeah, I grew up,
I'm,
bro.
uh-huh.
Hey, my dad wasn't smoking nothing but with that paper and that weed, that grass. That's
I
all I
know,
was.
right?
I was high as fuck walking around the house for no reason.
And you don't see the smile on my face. It's only because of that ganja. You know, maybe a little bit of this, but this should be depressing most of the
Yes, I
time
do.
in the morning. You know what I
There you
mean?
go, Wally. Get your $300 bottle of that.
He put it. That's in the chat. All
Free
right.
thinker, you don't know what you're talking about.
So I'm gonna do it, Markel. After I'm done with my first college course,
I got you.
and
should be.
maybe not even then. I might do it. You know, after the kids got to go back to school. Because like I said, when I get in the daddy mode, man, I'm a different dude. You know what I mean? I'm just pretty much on a ganja. You know, I gotta stay focused for them. I can't be on this shit where I
Keep
go
going
and
down to
pass
the
out
wire.
somewhere.
What
Oh
happened?
yeah, shit. Okay, see up too. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
going down to the
they're
wire.
up
103,
they're up
103.
3.
Hey, what's the
103,
series?
103.
2-1? It's 2-1.
No, it's 2-2.
Oh,
It's 2-2.
and
It's
where they
2-2.
playing at? Denver.
No, they ain't OKC.
Oh man, they better win that game.
First two in OKC, next two in Denver. Then they do the 1-1-1 shit. So they in OKC tonight.
OKC better win.
It's a top ball. No, OKC just went up 2 with 2-4 left.
No, they're up by 3. It's 106 to 103.
Hey, who played?
106 to
Okay.
103.
When
All
does
right,
the
well, I'm gonna
Warriors?
shut up then.
Hey, when does the Warriors and Minnesota play
Yeah, they
again?
just went up to the
Tomorrow.
Oh, they play tomorrow. Is
Yep.
Curry playing?
No,
Nah.
Oh, yeah, they
No.
lost.
they're done.
They lost.
They're done. Yeah, that's
Oh,
a wrap.
that's gonna be the end of
Where
it.
they
Yeah,
yeah,
it'll
where
be
they,
four-
yeah,
it'll be
yeah, where
4-1.
they messed up at, they should have started playing Kaminga a long time ago, man.
They should have played him in the first
What?
series. He'd have had a
Yeah, because Kaminga had the day before the game before Kaminga had 30 points. Last game he had 23 points. He was the highest scoring. Man, that dude, nobody can
that was
handle
his
him.
first two playoff games all season.
Yeah,
Whole playoffs. They didn't play him the last.
nobody can stop
So
that young
they
dude.
they gonna put him in there tomorrow. So why won't they win the next 2 or 3?
No, they should have been. They should have been
Look
playing
now.
He had to have done something. He had to be done. He had to have done something to put him in the doghouse. He did something.
Yeah, that's
We don't
what I'm
know
saying.
about.
The coaches wasn't even shooting around with him. He was in the damn arena shooting by himself with his partners getting rebounds and Timberlands on the court.
Yeah.
He did
Nah,
something.
You don't get them damn boots off my court.
No, I don't
He
blame
showed up this
Kaminga.
last game though. He showed up this last game. So
I don't blame Kaminga because he should have been starting throughout this whole year because nobody can really stop that young dude. That dude takes it and he can play defense. I don't care in a guard. I don't care who it is. The dude can play. And then
who coming up the lineup, Mr. B? Jimmy Butler or Draymond Green? Who coming up the lineup? For Kaminga.
Either one, because he's a power forward / center. They can put him at the power forward. Jimmy Butler's a small forward.
So
Yes,
y'all
right.
agreed that even one of them could have came out and Kaminga would have played that role because he went through his bandwidth though. He wasn't productive. He wasn't productive
all
for a
you
certain
have to
stretch.
do. No. All they had to do is put
Yes, look at the
Butler,
numbers.
Kaminga, and Draymond Green, and you
That's right. Oklahoma won.
put in Moses Moody,
Oklahoma
put
won.
in Moses
Yeah.
Moody, and then put
Right
in
now, 22 seconds left.
another
111,
guard,
103.
and they could have played bully ball.
It's gonna go 7.
Yes, this one was 7.
Let
Yeah.
me switch this up real quick with you guys. So, since Derek Carr retired, New Orleans ain't got no quarterback. Are you thinking that Cleveland is going to make some type of trade with one of those quarterbacks they got with New Orleans?
They're really probably the only team that can, because they got like 5 quarterbacks on the roster?
Yeah.
4 or 5.
Well, only 4 of them active because Deshaun ain't playing this year.
Yeah, he's done.
Why he's done? What happened to him?
He blew out his
injury.
Achilles. You don't remember
What's it?
he blew out his Achilles.
No, I don't know where it's going to keep him out for a whole nother season.
Well,
I know he
yeah.
stopped playing.
No, he tore his Achilles. I mean, that's a year recovery.
See what I mean?
He
See what I mean?
and he re-injured it again. That's why he's out
Yeah.
even longer.
Yeah, because he was doing shit he wasn't supposed to be doing.
Derek
Out there
Carr,
fucking,
Derek Carr is so old, man. Come on.
Even
he
with
retired.
football,
Derek Carr.
even,
yeah, he retired.
even with football, they wear low top cleats. They don't put up the mid low Jones or the high top. Like this is what's
I
causing
haven't seen no
y'all
high
teams to get
tops, man,
motherfuckers
since
fucked
back in
up.
the 70s, man.
Are they risking it for additional comment in the bag or what? Like, I mean, I know they later, but still it's not protecting your prize motherfucking goddamn picture ankles. You need them motherfuckers to perform. The
No,
cut,
they,
the fucking sprint,
no,
like
no. The reason why, because they take those guys up.
Mr. B taping shit up. That don't stabilize your ankles and shit.
All right,
When
okay,
somebody
never
come and
mind,
hit you,
never
God
mind.
damn.
Go
What
ahead.
you mean? Like what you said is not for the baby.
Hey, y'all got,
That's mine.
y'all got internal beef. What's the beef about?
I have none. He keep on cutting shit short. He turning this shit into a motherfucking beat.
You've been
Listen,
sitting here talking for the last half hour. Okay.
no, I'm very direct, especially if it got something to do with you. But anyway,
Why you mad, son?
shit. I prefer these goddamn people go back to mid lows or highs or whatever, something to protect your ankles because those is what the shoes are made for. And if you want extra goddamn stability, go ahead and put on some ankle motherfucking goddamn shits like Steph got on. You
Okay.
playing a goddamn a sport where as though you're gonna be jumping, you're gonna be doing certain shit. People gonna be trying to tackle you, so you want to best support yourself
Yeah.
as ever. In my opinion,
Okay. Go right
All right,
ahead,
so
Podiatrist Wally. Go right ahead.
question for you guys.
Dr. Wally.
Well,
So
yeah, you know,
question for you
Mr.
guys.
B know about feet.
Question for you guys. So of the remaining teams, who's going to the NBA Finals? Of the remaining teams, so you know New York is probably going to beat Boston. Indiana's
Yeah.
already in, right?
I got New York beating Indiana.
Wow, in 7 or what? 6?
7. I think New York who has the better record.
New York, they got the home court advantage.
Man,
Yeah.
Boston.
So, yeah,
Boston's
7 in New York.
Boston's gonna be down in Cancun, and they're gonna be
Oh
down
yeah,
there
they already
fishing.
done. They down 3-1, and they
So
gonna win 4 games.
without Jason Tatum, they're not going to win another game. So who you got, Mr. B, in the NBA Finals?
I believe it may be New York and
Minnesota.
OKC
Okay, so I don't think they can beat Minnesota.
or Ant-Man. One of those two. Ant-Man, because Ant-Man and OKC. I don't know. I think Ant-Man got. I don't know. Ant-Man got it in him though, man. He got that dude
Yeah.
hard, man. When he
Why
bring,
did we
because like
Oh, sorry, Mr. B.
Is he done? Yeah, I'll make sure he's done.
Tell me why you mad, son.
Make sure he's
I'll
done.
tell you why I'm mad. This is my 4th album.
My 4th album, son. I got
I got John Blaze shit.
I got that John. Which album is that? Motherfucker got that.
Redman.
Was it Redman, John?
That's Redman.
What was the
Shit more
John?
John
What's
Blaze
that?
than that.
My shit more John Blaze. What's the John? I got Philly cheesesteak. I got Markel. I really got Indiana and New York. I'm gonna go Indiana out the Eastern Conference, and I'm gonna go with
Wow, you in Indiana? Okay.
I'm gonna go with OKC out the Western Conference based on how they playing the Joker, man. They not even gonna have to do that against soft ass main man on if the team was naked or whatever. You know what I mean, so yeah, I'm gonna go with
You know how many Joker had tonight?
OKC. I don't know.
44.
What about the points? Or that's his whole.
Yeah, he had 44 points.
How many rebounds there? 12, 15?
40 rebounds. Let me see. I'm looking at the box
Yeah.
score.
No, let's look at
15.
points, rebounds, and assists. Points, rebounds.
44, 15, and probably 9 or 8.
15 and 5.
Oh, he only had 5 tonight. Okay.
44, 15, and 5.
Hey, man, I tell you what, that dude cannot jump a lick.
But what's
He
he
the
can't
score,
jump. He
though?
couldn't jump. He can't jump on a curve.
Yeah, that's right, Free Thinking. That was Big's album. My bad. I just think, that was
What's the
Big's album.
score, though? What's the score?
The game over.
Yeah, that's right. That
Ball
was
game
Big's album.
over. 105, 112.
I don't know why I was thinking Redman, Free Thinking, but yeah, you're right. That is Big's album.
What? Which one?
The Mad Rapper. Why you mad, son?
Fucking goddamn! Dang, they kept it going. Shit.
He right. That was big. I don't know why I was thinking Redman for some reason.
They kept it going. Tell them why you mad.
Mike.
All right, Mike.
All right, Wallace, you taking New York and Indiana. No, you taking Indiana and OKC.
OKC, yeah.
Wow, okay. Hey, the one thing, though, it's going to be a different champion this year.
Oh, yeah.
It's not going to be the same old.
Yeah, Boston would not read. Boston done. They down 3-1, so they done. Yeah, Life After Death, second album. I don't know why I was thinking that was on Redman's album.
But y'all think anybody opposed? Y'all think New York gonna win?
I got New York.
I think New York is going to beat Indiana simply because they're at home.
Yeah, they got the home court advantage. It is a replay of last year's conference finals. No, they played Boston.
So y'all agree that Indiana was better than New York this year, or New York was better than Indiana this year?
New York is better than Indiana. New York's better than Indiana. Because New York's going to have the home court advantage.
Based off the record?
Yeah.
It's
But
who
did Indiana just beat, though?
Cleveland
didn't have nobody.
Yeah, everybody was hurt. Cleveland was the number 1 seed. Boston was 2. New York
Yo,
was
fellas,
3.
I'm out.
All right, Mr. B, we get ready to get off
Good
our
night,
bench.
Mr. B. Good night.
All right, yeah. New York is a 3 seed. I think Indiana is 6 or 7.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was a 7 seed.
But they balling though, man. You see how
No,
Yeah.
You see, you see
Indiana.
Halliburton got down and said, Holly, bye-bye.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's 3 against 4 because New
Hey,
York
they
is
better
3.
be careful with that, Wally.
Yeah, New York is 3. Indiana is 4. Indiana's the 4 seed.
Obi Toppin, TJ McConnell, what's my name? Benedict Martin. Shit, I can go down a goddamn list. I ain't even know them. I ain't even name it. Motherfucking goddamn Siakam. Siakam gonna get his joint. I mean, Miles Turner gonna get his joint. Like,
it's a good matchup, but I got
that's 6 players.
it's a good
You say-
matchup, but Brunson is
You
a better
got-
guard than Halliburton.
So you got what?
I think New York is going to beat them. Because they beat them. New York is a better team. They match up better. Because they really have nobody. Because Indiana, if Cat comes to play, they got
That's
nobody
the
that
thing.
can match up with Cat. If he comes to
What
play,
if-
but if he
What are we
don't,
doing?
nothing.
what if
Because I don't
don't-
got no faith in either one of them.
And Markel, I'm not drunk, so I know we doing game still, or we gonna do a gentleman's bet for the series, or what?
Oh, goddamn, Wally.
No, I'm telling you right now. So when I go back to the recap, I know that I'm not drunk. You
I'm
know,
not
see my
confident.
man want to bet.
I'm not confident enough to place a gentleman wager on them though, because Cat is so. Said,
That's the key.
Come on, Phil, bet him $1.
Because he'll fuck around and foul out in the first quarter.
Bet him $1 still.
Nah, I ain't
All
Cat
right,
ain't worth the
all right, well, we can break it down to a player. Who you think who going? Nah, I ain't getting no advantage, man. Like,
right now.
come on.
With the matchups, they kind of. I edge Burton a little bit over Halliburton
Okay.
because he's just been proving that he's the most clutch player this year. Brunson been killing because they were down 19 in the third quarter last night.
Yeah.
And he came back to score, and he went on a tear. And once he get hot, that boy hard to stop.
Especially for his size, though. Still, he's
Yeah.
not like a big player.
I think he's only like 6'2". Is he 6'2", 6'3"?
Is he even 6 feet?
Yeah, he's 6 feet. He's at least 6
You
feet.
sure?
6'2", 6'3".
I don't
He
think
just
he's that
He control the rhythm of the floor, man. At the end of the day, he control the rhythm of the floor because
Yeah, he's a true floor general.
he got all his spectacles is up. Where somebody might be saying, okay, he might shoot it. He might be like, all right, I'm gonna pass it or something. He made
6'2".
a pass the other day, man. Oh my
that. You know,
goodness.
in the NBA, they lie about their height, bro. I don't think he's that tall.
No, he probably like this. I said 6'1", 6'2", but he said they got him listed at 6'2".
I don't think so, man. When they
Yeah,
play
he's
against
about
Dallas,
he's at least 6'1" because he's a 6 foot guard.
He's still
You think
fire.
about Kyrie 6'4".
what?
Yeah.
Kyrie's only 6'4".
Yeah. It don't matter what his height is. It don't matter what his height is.
No, I ain't saying I'm worried about his height, Wally, but it's just he doesn't seem when he's up against the other guards as tall as they are, but he can get his shot off with that turnaround.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Because
He's 6'1".
he dictates where he wants to go on the floor and put his shot up. Or, his scheme is put a shot up, get somebody to pump fake and get them to fly while in the air or pass or, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Halliburton a big
Yeah,
guard.
Halliburton 6'5", yeah.
Hey, but that's the thing, man. You can get Cat to play. Stop shooting them damn threes, go down in the post and play, and they would be hell. But Cat, he don't have it in him. He don't have it.
Yeah, he don't got that mean streak.
Nah. And the thing with a Halliburton, he can square up and take you to the fucking rack and dunk the fuck on you. But he probably won't stop and stay at the 3-point line and fucking shoot that goddamn rainbow shit. You know what I
But
mean?
he got
But
an
he's
awkward
capable.
jump shot. That shit is
He
awkward.
he capable of doing that though. He can go to the rack. And you know, he averaged double-digit assists, so like, you know what I mean? Not even a pass at all. So he got options.
They won't put Halliburton on him.
Oh,
They're gonna have to get TJ McConnell or Nimrod.
they play the same team, still. What do you mean?
No, I'm talking about
there?
on Brunson. They won't put them on Brunson. They won't put Halliburton on Brunson.
No, you need some height on him. You need some height on him.
He'll foul out. He can't.
Yeah,
He can't stay in front of that
can't
dude.
stay in front of him. That's why I said he has the, as for when the matchup, Brunson has the matchup. He has the advantage in the matchup. Well, who has to guard him? Because Hart and Halliburton are gonna kind of even each other out.
Now I think I would like motherfucking to see Benedict Martin on him, man. 0-0. Put him on him. You know what I mean?
He'll get cooked.
Good player.
He can't stay in front of Brunson. He'll get cooked.
Think so?
You see how hard he's giving them Holiday fits right now. No, I've never seen that.
Man, he got Holiday thinking Holiday won't even shoot. He can't even play his own game because he's thinking about Brunson.
Yeah, got trying to keep him out of the lane. You notice what they've been doing when they've been making him switch and putting yeah, because they've been making him switch off and putting what's the center for them for Boston, and he's been killing.
Oh, Al Horford.
Horford,
or Porzingis.
Horford damn near 6'10", he can't stay in front of him, and then he's shooting over him because he has to stay so far back that he can't contest the shot, because if he get up on him, he's gonna blow by him.
Yeah, Al Horford is old, man. He can't move no more.
Well, Porzingis is out there too, man, but he injured, man. Like, he in the way. He in the way, in my opinion.
Yeah, he need to eat some peanut butter sandwiches or something.
Peanut butter and rice cake sandwiches.
Yeah.
He got some kind of virus, supposedly. I don't know what virus he got, but
man, it's the fucking playoffs, dog. Come on, man.
Is that the Puerto Rican team that beat the U.S. in the Pan Am games?
It's the
I remember
playoffs.
Puerto Rico had a good team. I might look at that documentary now. I remember they did. I think it was Puerto Rico that upset the U.S. that time in the Olympic trials. Was that Puerto Rico that upset them?
I think it was.
This shit come around once a year. Playoffs. Come on, man.
Playoffs.
Fuck. I tell you a motherfucking cortisone shot or some shit, man. Get your ass out there and perform, bro.
Well, that's what Donovan Mitchell tried to do, but they went and shot that ankle up, but he still don't have those.
No. I seen him before he got injured. He was already
no,
out
I'm about today. The game today, you can tell.
That's what I'm saying. Today he was done. He was done the day he was done.
Donovan Mitchell.
Oh yeah.
The first time he got hurt, he was already done. He knew, like, you know what, we ain't nah.
He
was deflated.
He was all they had until he got hurt. Now once he got hurt, shit, all their stars was hurt.
But no, Max Charles fucking made a statement yesterday talking about if you ain't coming to win, then stay home on your job tomorrow, some shit like that. Like, these motherfuckers deflated. You got a motherfucker with a goddamn fucked up toe, excuse my language. Evan Mobley, he did his thing. You know what I mean?
He got hurt. Like I said,
Hunter did his thing too. But Garland and Donovan, they didn't.
Garland missed the first two games. Mobley missed the second game, and he played sparingly in the third game. And then Donovan got hurt last game, and you could tell he was visibly hurt this game because he got hurt.
It was three of them. It was Garland, Mobley. Garland Mobley, and it was another third motherfucker that
The
got
big
hurt.
man. That other big man.
It wasn't
The other
Jared
big
Allen.
man.
Oh, Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, and they traded them from Atlanta.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the other big man.
what's his name? He was a small forward with the afro.
That's messed up. Though
Yeah.
you do all that work to get the number 1 seed, then you get there, everybody hurt.
Yeah. And like I said, you had 3 hurt in the first, then 4 of your starters end up getting injured because
You
game
do.
4 halftime Mitchell got hurt, and you can tell he was hurt this game because he couldn't even lift. He couldn't even get off the ground when he was trying to do this jump. And then you
Yeah.
can tell why he was limping, so he went back to the locker room. They shot his ankle up again.
Cortisone, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was done.
That goes to those fucking low hanging shoes.
Them quarters, them low quarters.
Hey, it's the style, man. They look cool out there.
Yeah, I cannot play in nothing like that. Now without no ankle braces on.
It's costing you a championship. You ain't take the stab in the championship with this type of shit,
Yeah.
man. Like,
And then it didn't help that they didn't have a fucking decent bench. They didn't know nobody on Cleveland's bench.
Flacco?
huh?
The Browns trade Flacco?
Did they? They might have. He was only like on a temporary contract, wasn't he?
Yeah, did they
They
trade
traded
him?
him to Denver. I mean, they traded him
I
to
don't know.
New Orleans.
I'm looking now to see if this is a legitimate thing or somebody just bullshitting.
I just went to the on ESPN NFL. Gary must have plugged up his CPAP. The lights went out.
Come on, Steel.
Come on, Steel. I don't have no
Hey,
CPAP.
see, the lights went out.
Oh, I had to go do something.
No, no,
I threw my
No.
CPAP away.
no, that was some
Yeah, I
bullshit.
still
somebody
use
put out
mine.
there. That was some bull crap somebody put out there.
Yeah, because I'm on ESPN and they ain't saying nothing.
no.
You gotta go to reputable sources.
Yeah, you got if it ain't on ESPN or NFL Network. Yeah, it didn't happen.
Yeah, because that's why I wasn't paying attention to that Canelo Crawford fight until I seen it on ESPN. That's when you know it's legit. So they gonna end up fighting September 12th.
Hey, but New Orleans got to do something. They ain't got no quarterback, dog. Unless
Yeah.
they just trying to tank. They got to be trying to tank. If they don't get no quarterback still, they trying to tank to get what's his name, Archie Manning.
Oh shit! And
Because they ain't got no other choice. Look at
Did he
the
transfer
quarterbacks
from-
they got.
Did Archie transfer from Texas, or is he still there?
He's still in Texas. They gave him like 8 or 10 million, something like that.
Yeah. Well, it don't matter. He can take that anywhere. He's a damn Manning.
And then the one that's in Michigan, he got 12 million. The quarterback from Michigan. What was his
Yeah, and they
name?
gonna get that. That's more than what's their rookie contract gonna be. Well, at least they take home pay.
Well, not the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Man,
Well,
I
if they
didn't know that
the
first round.
lottery,
Woo!
they didn't know. But if they drop out of the top 20, then yes. I mean, well, I'm talking about take home pay though after the taxes, depending on where they go.
No, because Uncle Sam gonna get his half. AJ gonna get theirs. Still got to pay taxes, state taxes. I mean, they're gonna end up with some money, but not where they started. That's the thing about them contracts, man. They said this, oh, he signed for 40 million. He might get 10. By the time it's all said and done, he might have 10 million.
I know there was a little talk in the rumor mill that Tyreek going to Baltimore and they give up Zay Flowers and 2 other players in a draft pick. That would be crazy.
Wait, say that one more time. Tyreek Hill
Tyreek, yeah, going
going
to
to
Baltimore for Zay Flowers and 2 other players. That was
I don't know if I would do that.
no, that proposed a rumor mill, but I ain't seen nothing on it. But that'd be crazy. You give
Yeah, I
him, you
wouldn't
give
give
him
up Zay
Lamar
Flowers.
Jackson. Yeah,
I
I
would
would
give
take
him Zay
him
Flowers.
over Zay Flowers because Zay Flowers, he like damn, he's a milder version of fucking Pickens. Motherfucker do it the showboat at the wrong time because he
Yeah,
cost him that
wrong
game.
time. How you think Pickens gonna do in Dallas?
The same shit because he gonna be a second fiddle. He gonna get mad. He ain't want because you got CeeDee Lamb on the other side. He gonna be the number one target, and he ain't gonna run his routes because he ain't getting the ball. Yeah, unless he changes, if he changes his attitude, he gonna that can be a formidable duo in Dallas because he got the speed and he catches. He makes the hard catches but drop the easy catches.
I know, but he can make a spectacular one-hand
Oh
catch.
shit!
falling
Not
on
lights
the
or
ball.
AC.
AC, freak. She don't want the AC.
Gary looks and sounds like Darth Vader. When
Even
You have to come up with another name, freak faker. That handle belongs to Barry.
even with this quarterback, y'all think this quarter? Y'all think what do y'all call him, Prescott?
Oh, Prescott.
Dak is he's a decent quarterback, but he's not. I don't see. He's a regular season quarterback.
He ain't worth no 60 million. I can tell you that.
No, oh, definitely no. He got his money. I ain't mad at him, but he took advantage of the market. And no, he should be thinking Deshaun Watson like a motherfucker.
Bruh, they paid Dak 60 million. He been in one playoff. He been in one playoff series, won one playoff game. That's it.
And so I think so. He should be sending Deshaun Watson Christmas gifts every year.
Because he got two hell of a weapons.
No, because that Deshaun Watson contract reset the market for quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So now you went from like 20 to 30 million to motherfucking 40 to 60 because of that contract, because he reset the quarterback market.
I ain't mad at him though, man. Get your money.
Yeah, I ain't mad. Get your money. You know, I didn't say, because at the time, Dallas had no other option. There was no other quarterbacks available.
Right.
So you had no choice but to pay him or let somebody else get him for a cheaper amount. They wasn't gonna pay him 60.
Shit, no, they won't pay that boy $60 million.
I just want I want him to perform this season, man.
Well, he performed during the regular season, but he'll throw you out of the game and then he'll make damn untimely fucking turnovers. He's like, damn, what's your boy from Cleveland delivered me from pick sixes? James Winston. He's James Winston 2.1.
Hey man, Jamie Wilson be killing me. He going around talking about he got LASIK. I don't think that shit works because he can't see.
That shit closed. That shit made his vision worse.
And that might be where New Orleans goes to get Jameis back in New Orleans.
Yeah,
and they trade to get him back.
Hey, Jay, he literally got his own 30 for 30.
Famous Jameis.
They got 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions.
Bro, when I think about this shit with the Shador, it's like y'all mad at this dude because he's confident, but you look at all the other athletes that's in there that's been in trouble, that done all kind of dumb shit, and y'all still draft them. But because this dude is Deion's son,
I think it had more to do with Deion. They wanting to humble Deion. Because you can't tell me
and saying certain teams he didn't want his son to go to and this and that. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, they had enough. You ain't Archie Senior. We can let you do it.
That's messed up.
Swine.
While they calm down on that swine.
That swine. Hey, what are you over there eating pork rinds?
Oh
no, I think he was eating a sandwich Subway or something.
Pork rind, no. Why be ready to fight? You don't mess with the swine. Well, gentlemen, we about to get up off here.
Yeah, I see y'all Friday. I'm off.
All right.
All
I hope
right.
the smiles come on and be calm.
Yeah, hey, matter of fact, I might have to go find me a bottle of Elijah Craig before Friday.
Wally,
Hey,
will you eat at Subway?
Hey, in memoriam of
Nah, Jersey Mike's. I had a
Oh
turkey and
yeah, they have a new one.
American
Yeah, I
cheese.
like Jersey Mike's.
Nah, cool. That's the closest I can get. I'm from Philadelphia. That's the closest. So I can get for a hoagie.
what you get to number 7? The
Yeah,
turkey.
provolone and it's turkey and provolone, but I substitute with American cheese.
Oh, okay, yeah, that old good old no. I get the 9, the turkey, provolone, and roast beef, but I take the bacon off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I get with the bacon. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't partake.
You be getting that swine.
Yeah, I don't partake. I don't partake in it.
I wish the Raiders would pick up Shador. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. They got Geno.
Yeah, and Geno's issue has been health, because he's a pretty good quarterback. He just could never stay fucking healthy.
Yeah.
When he's been healthy, he's been producing. And plus, he's going back with Pete Carroll, so Pete Carroll know how to use him.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, gentlemen.
All right, man.
All right,
Appreciate
good
you.
night. Bye, Wally.
Right. God willing.
Wally.
Markel.
All right, still. Peace and
Later.
chicken grease to everybody in the chat.
Yeah.